Fantasy. Life is an illusion. It's how you perceive it. Wake up, open your eyes, and believe. Every day, every podcast we do, every day I'm going to create a passage like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you created that. That sounded exactly like an Eckhart Tolle.
No, that's my mantra.
It's an original?
I just made it up. I'm going to say it again. Fantasy.
That's not an English accent.
Yeah.
It's not. Steve.
What kind of accent
Steve,
is
it's
it?
not supposed to be an English accent. Okay, it's supposed to be a different accent from a different land.
Oh.
In a different time period and a different dimension. Okay.
My
Fantasy. Would you guys?
Okay, we're listening.
You guys are assholes.
Do it.
I'm being serious.
Wait.
Okay, come on.
You read it. You read it the way I just said it. You read it the way I just said it.
Fantasy.
Yes.
Life is an illusion.
Yes.
It's how you perceive. Wake up, open your eyes, and believe.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of TigerBelly. I'm Bobby, and we got Kalila, we got Gilbert, and we got George Pink, and then we got Bryce, his cousin, brother, whatever,
Nephew.
You know what I mean? Nephew, and we got my little brother Stevie Weeby in the house.
Stevie Weeby.
So welcome to another episode of TigerBelly. Listen to me right now. I'm going through something. I'm going through a lot of rage in my life because today I was at the Gelson's and I put my dog into a little cart. What do you call it?
Shopping cart.
Shopping cart.
Is that what you call
Yeah.
it? I put it in the shopping cart and I'm walking through Gelson's and there's a new manager there. Some white guy, thick. He's like a muscle. You know how white dudes are kind of fat, but they're also buff.
Husky.
Oh.
Husky.
Yeah.
Husky. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. He says, "Excuse me, sir. The dog cannot be in the cart." So I picked up the dog. I was going to carry him. It's got to be on a dog and a leash. And then you know what I said under me? Fucking cocksucker, motherfucker. Like I said it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't make up the rules." And then you know what I did? I went to every employee because I've been going to that Gelson's for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And going, "Who's that guy?" And they're like, "Oh, he's our new manager." I go, "He's a cocksucker." But I did.
Wait, you said?
Yeah, and I would go to every single. And then there's the other manager, the Mexican guy that's training him. I walked to him and go, "I've been coming here for 10 years. That guy's a cocksucker." He's like, "I don't know what you're saying." I go, "Yeah, he is." And then I went in my car and I felt guilty. I did all that for no reason. Why? Because he was just following the rules.
Rules are rules.
Yeah.
You're not above the law.
Yeah, I am. I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm above. What? No, that's Steven Seagal. Above the law.
Above the
Steven Seagal, above the law. Mm-hmm. And what was the other thing I got raged for? There was another incident.
Was it Destiny related?
Yeah.
Why?
The lag switching and...
No, Steve. My brother... No. What are you talking about?
Well,
First of all...
every time we play, because Iron Banner's going on and Trials of Osiris, there's always one person, that they're red barring.
What does that mean?
That
They're
means
dying?
their
Bad latency.
internet connection's
Drop
bad.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll go green, red, and then I already talked about it.
So they disappear and they appear.
Yeah.
And my brother and his neighbor, Craig the nerd.
No, Craig's a
Frank,
good guy, dude. Shout out to Craig.
No.
He's a good dude.
I like Craig.
Yeah, we love
He's
Craig.
sweet.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
You're really mean to Craig. You need
I
to
love
fucking
Craig, but
pipe
excuse
down
me.
with Craig. I hear him.
Frank and Craig on my fire team, they'll contact Bungie and do
you could report players.
Report them.
Gil, you could report players.
You know what I mean?
Really?
And like,
Yeah.
how much of a nerd do you
You
need
could go to their
be
gamer
is
tag
to go and narc
and then click on it
on some
and
other
then
guy,
you could
that's some
report
kid that you're
them
playing against?
to Bungie.
What?
You guys are literally talking simultaneously.
Tell me what you said.
Well, I said you could click on their gamer tag and then you could report them to Bungie.
And does that make you feel good?
I don't really do it that much. I did it last night though.
What did you say?
What'd you say?
Because we're playing, remember, Iron Banner, and this fucker was cheating. He's a cheater.
How do you know that though?
You
What if they
know.
have bad internet? No?
No, that's understandable, but when they're going from green to red, you know what I mean? That's some fishy
See, what
shit.
happens is you're shooting
Yeah.
at a guy, then he disappears,
Shooting.
and then he's in back of
Reappears,
you,
yeah.
and that's the problem, and that's not fair. But what I do in my heart, I go, you know what? It's just a game. Let's just move on. I'm not gonna narc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm good in a mafia. You wouldn't be good in a mafia.
What do you mean?
You would
You'd
narc.
snitch.
You would snitch.
I don't do that.
You did last night.
You know what? Steve is less likely to snitch than
Yeah,
you. You have
yeah.
the biggest mouth.
You know who does it more is Craig and Frank.
What?
They do it the most.
What, snitch?
Well, report players.
That's what I'm saying. So fuck Craig.
No.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Come on.
I know.
Craig's a good
He's
guy.
a good guy. He's a very good guy.
He's good. He's Team McGregor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Team McGregor.
Oh, here we go.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
I'm
Steve,
sorry for
but-
your loss.
He's a fan of both.
But your boy, Nate Diaz, lost.
It was a decision.
And it was an incredible fight.
Incredible.
oh my God.
Okay, can I throw my 2 cents in?
Go ahead.
Yes.
I feel like Diaz could have knocked him out in the third.
Yeah.
There was 20 more seconds left.
If they had a couple more seconds left, because Connor looked gassed.
You look ass.
Nothing in the
did.
tank. And he won, no excuses, but he did at times kind of stalled a little bit, turned his shoulder and walked away, doing weird stuff.
But that's also
Now,
a
in
strategy.
Pride, they would have yellow carded him in Pride. 'Cause
Pride is, explain to people what Pride
Pride
is.
was a different fighting organization in Japan. Sakuraba. That's how I discovered Sakuraba
90s, yeah.
and Igor Vochanchin and all my favorites.
You know Igor? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I know about Igor, yeah.
Yeah, we,
And
excuse me.
no, we used to buy him.
Yeah, it's not as if you're the one that educated me on MMA.
I've never educated you.
All right, or you. My brother and I.
Who's he?
have
Where's
been-
this
rage coming from?
Fuck you. My brother and I have been affluent, all right, and
I love
educated about
Pride.
that world long before you even got into it, my friend.
Oh, is that why you said all of 2 words when you did the fight companion?
Now here we go.
She's referring to the Joe
Ooh.
Rogan fight companion.
Yeah. First
You
of all,
might
I
have
was
known
into
a
the-
lot about the early years, but let me tell you, you've only recently started to educate yourself in the last 3 months. And that's because you felt the need to catch up with the rest of the world, including me.
Okay,
Let's be honest, Bobby.
let's be honest. But
The
anyway,
last 4 years, you've fallen off completely.
But he's caught up now.
He's caught up very well now,
Right,
yeah.
He knows a lot.
I know a lot now. Okay.
Ooh, shout out to Eric Koch, the Phoenix Coke. He plays Destiny with us, so shout out to him.
Which I just learned, which is crazy. He's a
Eric
good fighter.
Clark is an MMA fighter.
Eric
He's in the
Koch.
UFC.
Yeah, he's from lives in Wisconsin. 155
And he
pounder.
plays with us, me, Eric Griffin, my brother, and Frank and Craig on, Crucible on Destiny, and he's extremely
Very
good.
skilled.
I don't like
very
his
skilled.
tone with me.
How does
But-
he
What does
talk to you?
Eric Koch say to you?
No, it's not that. It's just his tone is sometimes like, I'll crush your skull in. And last night I told him that I was not afraid of him.
I know, and
You
I was
said that
like,
to him.
"Whoa!" Yeah, Bobby stood up to him. I
Yeah,
go, "You
I'm
don't-
not physically afraid of you. You can kill me all you want, but talk to me like I'm a fucking man.
Oh wow!
All right?
He KO'd his
'Cause-
last guy he fought.
I know, but there's. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah,
One punch.
I
Dude,
know.
he's a
Yeah.
monster. He's a
Now,
beast.
now I
he's
regret.
a monster.
Now I regret what I said.
Dude,
So I
if
want
you
to shout
saw
out to
him-
Eric.
Shout out
you would
to
keep
Eric
your mouth
Koch.
shut.
I apologize for last night.
You would keep your mouth shut.
All
if you
right,
saw
we're all
him.
good.
Oh yeah.
Dog. All right. Is he white?
Yeah,
white.
he's a white
Yeah,
guy.
You can never tell. Because Eric Griffin sounds like a white guy, but he's not.
Yeah.
Eric does not.
He's a fat, ugly black guy. And then also, so Connor, congratulations.
Yeah, good
and I don't
fight,
think they
good
should have a
fight.
third fight. I mean, they did it. It's fine.
I'm kind of confused about people thinking or saying that Nate won that fight. Extremely confused.
I'm not saying that.
No, not
No,
you, but
no.
there are people who, I mean, even some experts just basically just looking at the metrics, just looking at the numbers. It's like you can never just judge a fight based on the metrics because you have a guy like Connor who probably didn't throw as much, but he had more
Significant.
power and precision and he knocked him down 3 times, and the metrics don't account for that. The metrics strictly account for punches thrown, punches landed, significant strikes. They don't account for the actual power behind those strikes.
Why do you guys like Connor so much?
I like Diaz too.
Because
But
he essentially he's allowed Nate to receive the money that Nate has deserved for
Yep.
the last decade. Nate has always deserved that much money, but it took a guy like Conor McGregor, unfortunately, to really kind of be this lovable or villainous guy, depending on whether or not you hate or love him, to really catapult the sport to where it is today in such a marketable way.
You know what? I grew to kind of like Connor more than I did because he's got so much respect for fighters.
Yeah.
Like he gave Nate his
I
respect.
hated him.
What
I
do you
used to
mean?
call him a leprechon, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to
No,
call him
but he's a
drunk,
respectable
you know what I mean,
dude,
being a
man.
fucking,
Yeah.
And he trained
stereotypical.
hard. He got spent
But what
6
what
figures.
did it for me was when he fought Jose Aldo, knocked him out, and he was so gracious at the end. He gave him respect.
Great champion.
Right.
Yeah.
And Josie Aldo, not so much. And then when Conor McGregor lost to Nate Diaz, he lost like a man. He did the fucking interview at the end. Then he did a post conference. When Ronda Rousey lost, what'd she do? She bailed.
Bye.
Well, he said he was inefficient with his energy, which
but Conor is a
thoughtful,
intelligent,
yeah,
good guy. He's a good guy. He's just trying to sell a fight. I believe now that without Conor, the UFC wouldn't be as exciting.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't have sold to WME.
But you do like Nate too, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
I love Nate. I love the Diaz brothers. There aren't any two brothers more exciting to watch. I can't wait till Nick, is able to fight again.
I'm happy Nate got paid.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
$2 million, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
nope. He got
way
more than that.
we
Think.
Apparently, from the pay per view, it's over 10.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm talking about
to
just
Nate.
alone.
Just.
Almost more than Brock.
I mean,
terms of
imagine how upsetting it is to be a guy like Anderson Silva who had defended his title so many times for so many years and probably never saw the amount of money in all of his fights combined compared to one fight that Nate.
Yeah.
To amount that Nate made in one fight. It's just that time now where people are starting to really rally behind the sport and they're seeing like, okay, like these fighters really
deserve it.
Deserve the money,
I have a resentment toward Dana White.
Why?
Finally? Thank you for finally.
I finally have a resentment.
What is
My
this?
resentment is this, okay? Years ago, I was a presenter at MMA award show in Vegas.
I went with
you.
you.
Went with me, right?
You guys got the. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Tito Ortiz sat next to me.
Yeah, Tito Ortiz sat next to my brother.
I was
Yeah.
I was kind of in between his seat, like he was like right here, and I got scared.
You got
I was
scared.
like-
and I remember whispering to my brother.
I went like this. I went,
Yeah.
Like
He
that.
moved aside, and I go,
And I
Steve,
was like,
don't worry
oh,
about it. He's a good
shit.
guy.
and then
he's-
my mind started spinning.
Yeah, and
I go,
when my
"That's
brother's in
Tito."
this situation, I always have to whisper.
Yeah.
Like,
Just breathe. Everything's fine.
I was
He's a-
scared,
he's a
man.
good guy.
Yeah.
Bob, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I was
He's like,
scared.
calm
It was
down.
Tito Ortiz,
I have
dude.
to do my thing, right? So I did it with, there was a bunch of people. Steve O was that, right? So then
Yeah.
afterwards, we were at dinner.
John Jones was there.
John Jones was there. We're at dinner. And Dana White goes to Steve O because Steve O was sitting next to me at a dinner. And he just kind of briefly says hi to me, and he's just talking to Steve. I love, Jack, all that stuff, right? And then during the fight, I saw David Spade, right? I know that Jim Norton is now doing a podcast for UFC, right?
yeah, with Matt.
And
Serra.
and I'm a bigger fan than David Spade. I'm a bigger fan than probably Jim Norton. And they don't give me nothing.
Oh, shit.
Shogun was there too.
What? You don't even listen to
Oh,
what?
I'm sorry.
Listen to me right now, man.
I know you
No,
said.
no, stop.
Yeah.
I'm pouring my heart out
I
to
know.
you.
I'm sorry.
No. And then you go, Shogun was
Oh,
there.
sorry.
Where was Shogun?
At the
At the
MMA
UFC thing.
awards.
Yeah. We've moved on from that.
Oh, okay.
You know what your problem is?
My
Sid?
mind's
no,
not-
it's not that.
I'm sorry,
Okay, no, you
man.
shut up.
Okay.
Look at me, okay? This is what's got to stop with you and I. When I'm talking to my brother, he won't be looking at me, and he'll be having a conversation
He already knows.
with an invisible entity.
Steve.
I know.
So I'll be like, "Hey, Steve, what'd you think of that movie?" And my brother will have his head turned, looking at something else, going, "Hey, man, don't do that to me, man.
I'll be
Push
like,
me, I'll push you."
I'll be like,
Yeah, and you'll have a
That's
conversation with
crazy.
somebody else.
I see you talking to yourself. But I
crazy.
don't know if you're psyching yourself up or if you're
No.
actually hearing voices.
No, he's putting himself in situations,
yeah, I come up with scenarios
in his head,
like
and he
make believe
relives it.
scenarios, and I live it out.
Unfortunately,
But
it's
I don't
during
re-
when I'm talking
Every time.
every time.
And I
So
don't-
it's like he's not listening. He just did it too.
Yeah.
Shogun was there. Yeah, but I was just talking anyway. It's fine.
I'm sorry,
And
man.
it's okay. You're never gonna get.
I'm listening.
Can I get an example of one of these scenarios? Like,
I don't know. I can't think of it off the top.
He puts himself like I remember when we were in the car
Go
when
ahead.
we were talking about what we would say to like people if like you know how like we say what would you have said to that guy if he did this to you?
oh yeah.
Right.
And so you would put yourself in a rage.
Yeah,
You would come up with
Yeah.
5 different things you would say to
I'd
him.
play it out in my head.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't realize people were watching.
Yeah.
I
Oh
wouldn't
yeah, I
realize
gave you
people
that
were watching
Nashville
me.
story where I was
Yeah.
at the barbecue place, right?
Oh,
And a white man came up from behind. He put his arm around me and he said, "Son, pull up your pants."
Yeah.
And I acted like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Right?
and then I would be like, no, mind your business, or like,
Yeah, but see,
Mind
I
your
tell my
business.
brother a story like that, and
Yeah,
then
and I'd be like-
he'll react. He'll like do a
Yeah.
scenario in his head, but he lives it through his mouth and his body. So you're watching him do it.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
I know.
It's
It probably,
crazy.
it probably looks crazy, like when I do it.
Yeah. It is crazy. Yeah.
And then it's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
So who did you see at In-N-Out?
Oh,
I want to
Tell
talk
us.
about
I
that.
Talk
saw
about that.
Sophie Turner,
Who is she?
Sansa Stark.
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
At In-N-Out.
Can I tell you the story?
Yeah.
yes.
Tell it to the mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, talk
So,
to the mic.
I did my nightly grocery shopping.
Where do you go for that?
Well, if it's too late for Trader Joe's, I go to Ralph's on Sunset.
The rock and roll?
The rock and roll.
The
Ralph's.
rock and roll Ralph's.
Okay.
I had my backpack on me
Yeah.
and got my little groceries. I got some new. I discovered a new soda called Birch Beer. It's delicious. It's
Is it
like
a ginger beer?
yeah, but it tastes in between a ginger beer and root beer. Birch beer.
You love it?
I love it. It's
Okay.
delicious. So I got some of that. I'm on.
What else do you get? I want to know what your shopping's like.
Okay, you for real?
For a week.
Yeah,
in a
for
week.
real.
In a week.
No, just
Okay.
at Ralph's. What'd you get that night?
Well, I buy a thing of cheese, cheddar cheese, a block of cheese,
Okay.
and Ritz crackers
Uh-huh.
and pepperoni. That's my meal.
That's it?
Yeah,
So you get Ritz crackers.
I get Ritz crackers.
a stick of salami or something.
No, individual pepperoni,
Oh, individual. Yeah.
and then a block of
when
cheese.
you do this, a circle with your hands, I know what a pepperoni is shaped like. You know what I mean?
George.
Steve, a pepperoni is never like, you know what I mean? Like this. It's always like that.
pepperoni.
Okay, good.
Teaching your brother about
So you have birch beer, pepperoni,
Yeah.
a gigantic block
And,
of cheese, and Ritz
and,
crackers in your bag.
bottled water.
And bottled water. Mm-hmm. Then you went to, go ahead.
Ooh, but then sometimes if I'm feeling in the mood,
Uh-oh.
I buy a pint of mint chip ice cream.
Interesting.
From what
Yeah.
brand? What brand?
Talenti?
Just Kroger's.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, because it's only like $1.49.
That's right.
You got to get the Talenti.
Yeah.
So anyway, so
All right, got my groceries, and I'm on Sunset. I'm skating back towards my place, and I go, you know what? I have a couple extra bucks on me. I should, I'm kind of hungry. I was either gonna go to Subway or In-N-Out, and thank God I picked In-N-Out.
Wow.
why? So what happened?
You walk
now?
So
Take it slow. Every detail.
I walk in, I order, my usual double animal style. I get my shit. It's crowded, by the way. I mean, it's unusually crowded this night. It's crowded. I don't know why. Okay? So I'm by the soda machine
To the left, yeah.
to the left.
Been there, yeah.
So I'm chilling, and then it's the cats. I notice this very familiar face in line. And I go, where have I seen her?
It doesn't click right
Does
away.
it register that?
No, because I'm in disbelief, but then I know. Because it's almost, you're trying to process this.
Yeah.
Because you see it. I'm such a big fan of Game of Thrones, and you don't forget that, but then it's unbelievable. Like, no, it can't be. It can't be.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, it was kind of a creeper stare. I didn't break my stare for about 5 minutes. I was like,
It was rapey? Was it rapey? No, that's not creepy.
I was
That's
like-
okay.
But for 5 minutes.
yeah, I didn't break it. I was just like, what the?
And did Sansa look back?
She was just trying to, just like looking the other way.
What was she wearing?
Oh, a Rams. They went to a Rams football game. She had a Rams jersey on. Rams
Wow.
football. It was blue and yellow.
Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah,
She's-
Los
I
Angeles.
thought- Is she not English?
She's from
She
England.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah, but-
from Northampton.
Can I ask you this? Could it have been somebody else?
No.
Yeah, now that I think about it, couldn't that not been-
Rams?
Are you
Jersey?
sure?
No.
Like she's not.
I
The
feel like
reason
I
why.
gotta
Let me
go
get to
into
the
St.
part.
Louis.
Let me get to the part.
I
Let
gotta
me-
get to her Instagram now and see
let
if
me
she
get
went
to
to
the
a
part.
Rams
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Because because she walked towards the soda machine, and then I walked behind, like to the side, and I heard this Asian couple talking, and I noticed the vibe was everyone was staring at her.
Oh, you weren't the only one.
No. And so I overheard them, and she goes, "Oh my God, that's blah blah." You know what I mean? And then I overheard it, and then she actually walked up, and then she got a picture with
Oh,
her.
she was at the Rams game.
Holy shit, it was her.
Yes, it was her.
Yeah, it was her.
Oh my God! I
and
knew
was
it.
August 14th.
Yes, I was there. She was at my In-N-Out Burger, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me
Now-
ask you something. If she walked up to you and says, "Hi, are you Steve? I'm a huge friend."
Oh,
Just
give me
listen.
Listen to the
Still,
scenario.
I don't
listen
like
to-
this scenario. It would never happen. But go ahead.
I'm a huge fan of Monchi. Just listen. Just follow along.
Okay.
What would you say?
I would probably just
No,
be-
just
say
say
it.
it the way you would say it. I'm
really?
her. I'm a huge fan of Monchi. Hammer.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. I have that album. It's really good.
Well, you want to come to our show? Have you been
No,
to
I'd
our
like
show?
to actually go to your house right now.
That was never.
No, just play it. Go.
This is a scenario,
Yes,
Steve.
ma'am. Go through it. Can I come to your house? What would you say?
I don't know, because this is maybe be a trick question because you know what I mean.
You set traps in your house. don't you?
Yeah. Duh.
Well, so
You go to her and say, duh.
So duh. You say duh.
And then she
She
said-
comes into your place. Just listen. Just Steve,
Okay. I'm trying to.
All right,
I'm trying to
all right.
visualize it. I'm trying to get it in my head.
And the whole ride home, you're texting us, obviously.
Right.
Like I'm taking
I
Sansa
would
back.
I would text you first.
Yes, thank you,
Which
Steve.
is so offensive.
No, the reason why.
Show that tattoo. Show that tattoo.
Because
buddy.
she's very knowledgeable about
How to do it.
social situations. and stuff.
Yeah.
You would have been like impregnate her.
Fuck her now, Steve. Fuck her now.
All right, so you're in her place, right?
Yeah.
So I like your place.
She
Right.
would never say that. But
Okay,
go ahead.
all right. You wanna fuck?
I would probably die of a heart attack.
Yeah, but what would you do?
Be honest.
You wanna fuck?
I mean, I'd already be in my naked. I would be like,
And no condom, you would just fuck her?
Oh, cream pie all the way.
Cream pie?
I mean, come on. Man.
No, would you?
Oh yeah.
And then and then a couple of months later, I'm having the baby.
I would move to. I'd have a ticket to Northampton.
Wow. What a
I
father.
mean,
Is that where she
What
lives?
a
I'd be-
You're
I love how we
you're a
use
good dad.
Northampton.
or whatever.
If you're
she's
listening, what's her name?
Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner, my brother.
Yeah.
The best.
Good genetics.
Great
from.
genetics.
I mean,
You'll have a
stunning.
baby that talks to itself.
She's,
You know what I mean? The
she
scenarios.
Can, she
in
can
his-
offset your height too, because she's really tall.
She was
She's
extremely
5'10",
tall.
I think.
Dude, she was super tall.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
was
amazing.
seriously what crossed my mind at In-N-Out?
What?
Oh, did you already have your tattoo then?
Yeah.
Should have
You
shown her.
should have shown her.
on, man.
I mean, a little creepy.
No, that's weird.
Really?
Yeah, I think
If I'm just
Because
saying,
that's
if I'm
it's a
at
stark tattoo.
if I'm at McDonald's,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
creep
and somebody
mode.
pulls up a Mad TV fucking,
Oh, that's
I'd
pretty
be like, can you leave? That's
Yeah.
really weird.
Bye?
Yeah, it's only a TV show.
So let me ask you guys something. Should I have tried to get a picture with her?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
I want to
No.
go Gail and then Kalai and
Go
Bob.
We
ahead.
said no already.
I say yes.
I didn't do it, but maybe I was 50-50.
I think because she's such a huge star,
Huge.
she probably
The
doesn't
biggest.
get much.
You don't get bigger than that.
She probably. My thing is, I always imagine that she doesn't get a lot of just like normalcy when she goes out.
Yeah.
People are probably always just looking at her this way, and I put myself in her shoes because I'm such an anxious person. If I were her, that would make me feel. You know, I am sure she's fine with it, and I'm sure she's gracious. But I never like to bother people, like ever.
She left with a milkshake. That's my last memory.
What? Do you know what,
What
kind?
flavor?
What flavor?
No, but I just remember because I was half and half. I was like, should I eat it here or should I go home? And I chose to just eat there so I could just
Watch her.
creep out on
Amazing,
it.
amazing.
So I was eating my burger and then once in a while I'd be like,
Amazing.
and then,
You did that?
yeah, the whole time. I was
Yeah. Oh my god. What if she was looking up at you, but you guys kept missing each other? Like
a rom-com?
Yeah. So you kept
That was
staring at me. You guys
that
kept
was
looking
not
at
happening.
different-
could've.
Different timing.
that was not happening.
Yeah.
That guy from Monchi.
Yeah.
Monchi Hammer.
Oh
Monchi
my
Hammer.
god, she hasn't heard of our little underground band.
But
You
imagine.
never know. Because I'm going to tell you this right now.
She, come on,
I was
what are
in-
the odds of that? Come on,
I was
man.
in
We have a-
Arlington,
yeah.
Virginia, 2 weeks ago. Last week, I was in Philadelphia. The same thing happened. You know what happened?
What?
Oh,
I'll tell you what happened. I had some Asian kid, both shows, two different Asian guys, come up to me and go, "Hey, can I get a photo with you because I have Stevie Weebies and it's like a bucket list situation. So I go, all right. And so they now, my brothers, people know him, and they want photos just in different, that they know they have a photo with the brothers.
Well,
And when that happens, it made me very happy.
oh,
Yeah, because we hit Philly too on our East Coast thing. Yeah, Philly and then DC, right? DC and Philly. Yeah.
And I want to say this too is that thank God that I met
David. Yeah, he's a bless. I mean,
because David Cho.
He's a real.
He's the
good
reason
dude.
why
Real good dude.
I think I'm having a podcast now,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh, right.
Because Kalila and I were guests on it, and since he was stopped doing it, we're like we should do our own.
Right.
Not only that, you got a job,
Yeah.
right?
And then Monchi.
So we really have to thank David
Dave.
Cho. I mean, he really, really helped us.
Oh, for sure.
And then Asa did our podcast a couple
Yeah.
times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like I'm
there's
really
no doubt about
grateful
it.
for.
I'm very grateful for Dave and his family.
His family, yeah,
He's the best.
So aren't you?
That's why he was here at the fight. And
He was just here.
He was
2
here at the
days ago,
fight.
of
Yeah.
course.
We
I
had 30
love
people
Dave.
at my house. I wasn't
Yeah,
here.
what if you had walked into that? Would have been too many people for you in your house? Is that the most people that have been in this house?
I think
Probably,
so.
yeah. It wouldn't. That wouldn't have happened if I was here.
Yeah. Dude, you got emotional. I don't see you get
When
like
was
that.
I emotional?
You're like the way your adrenaline was going.
That's her
Oh,
every
for
fight.
That's me every fight,
Fight,
Steve.
Steve.
But it's this one in particular. You're like really amped for it.
Nah, and this wasn't as bad as
The
let's-
Pacquiao one.
Oh my God!
remember that?
Oh yeah.
She went out of her fucking
Yeah.
mind.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I almost broke up with her. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
You lost your mind.
I gotta
this
leave
is
her.
weird.
What's wrong
with
animal. I don't know why it's the only sport that incites that type of emotion out of me.
Yeah, you
I
love
don't-
fighting.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you don't. It's not like soccer or football or any other sport where you have 90 minutes, like in soccer, to figure your shit out.
Right.
Your night can be over in 13 seconds or less with MMA. So it's like as soon as that bell rings, it's like my whole body is just on guard.
Tense.
Like I don't. There's no comeback from a knockout. Like there in soccer, there's an equalizer. You still have 90 minutes to figure your shit out.
Right.
Not in MMA. It's like good night is good night. You're out. You lost.
It's also evolved to a point where I can really now look at it as a real sporting event. In the early days, it was just
It was barbaric, dude.
barbaric.
You could
yeah.
throw
Yeah,
elbows.
No,
anything.
there were no gloves.
Yeah,
Ball
yeah.
shots.
There's no
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no weight divisions.
Yeah,
Hair.
just
Yeah, but now it's the elite athletes are involved,
yeah.
and it's just like Anthony Johnson.
Oh, that was
You saw that
Oh
one.
my
that was
But-
brutal.
But today I saw a little
That
thing
was
on
brutal.
him. He grew up on a farm.
He's
He
from
did?
Georgia.
Get the
Yes,
hell
his
out!
yeah.
grandparents.
Yeah.
No.
His grandparents raised him.
Really?
Yeah, his grandfather was an old black farmer.
What?
Was very strict. What? Right? And it kept telling Anthony, you're going to be the best at something. Wow. And instilling that kind of you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then he grew up to be,
A champion.
a beast.
A champ. Yeah.
But I think that, when I saw that today, I told Kalila, I go, that really just melted my heart because it's like you really need that kind of upbringing.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parental guidance. Mm-hmm. Strict, like we talk about my parents. Our parents were strict.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. And we got beat a lot,
Yeah, dad.
Yeah,
Not
Dad.
by mom so much.
I was
Dad.
beat by my
Would
mom.
you would you guys get beat even if you didn't do anything wrong just because he was just having a bad day?
He was a drunk.
Yeah, well, my mom kind of enabled him. Do you
Yeah.
remember she'd buy beers and put them in the freezer
yeah,
with the
yeah.
Clamato?
Yeah.
So she didn't realize she was enabling him, but she was.
Yeah.
But I remember one story where you were late for school, right?
I don't know.
She
tell
drove
me
you
about
to school, and this guy tried to jump out of the
it.
car.
No, I did jump out of the car.
Yeah, you jumped out of
Why?
the car.
Yeah, because I didn't
I
want
mean,
to
he
go to
was
school.
a tough guy to raise.
No, my mom was. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah.
There was this street called Martin Coit.
Yeah, Martin Coit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it goes
yeah.
straight down. And at the bottom of Martin Coit was the elementary school that I went to, Painted Rock.
Painted Rock.
She was going 60 miles per hour down this fucking steep hill, and I opened the door and I rolled out
Why?
because I'd rather die than go to school.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was a nightmare to race.
Oh, and then there was a moment where you fought Dean Oliver.
Okay, all right.
Remember on the hill?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. I got my ass kicked. Remember?
Yeah.
Whoa, tell that story.
It was
so
just
there was this kid-
it was a great school
There was
fight.
this kid named Dean Oliver,
And
right?
I was friends with David. David's the
younger
kid
brother.
that I played the Casio with.
Oh,
So-
that's the same
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it
his
was-
older brother.
but
Okay.
and him weren't cool. But
Yes,
I was best friends with David.
Dean Oliver was like this white kid, right? And he was people used to pick on him all
Oh,
the
they
time. He was
called
kinda
him Dean
nerdy.
the Bean.
Yeah, Dean the Bean, right?
That's his fight.
And I would literally on the bus, I would walk up to him, "Hey, Dean, good morning." I would spit in his face.
He was a
Jesus, Bobby.
Yeah,
You're a
hey,
bully?
Dean, good morning.
You know what? He was like a marching band kid.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
a cool, you know.
So you're a fucking bully.
You're a
yeah,
bully.
Kind
yeah.
of-
I would pick a booger and stick it on his face.
Okay, you're a
Oh
bully.
my
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
knock his ice cream out of his hand. You know what I mean?
You're a movie bully.
Yeah. So then one day Dean Oliver goes, "You know what, man? Meet me after school at the dirt lot, right on top of Martin Coy."
Like a movie.
Right?
It
And
was
then
true. It
and
was
then
true.
It was promoted. I don't know who promoted it, but everyone in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
showed up,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It was on top of
So
the
it's
hill.
now
It
me
was a
and Dean
hill.
Oliver, right? My brother's there and everybody, right?
Yeah.
And Dean doesn't. He, you know, I was kind of trying to. I didn't think he was gonna fight me.
He fought you,
He
dude.
fucking hits me in the
He
face,
fucked you up, dude.
and I
Bloody
get all
nose.
dizzy. Yeah, I'm dizzy, and he beat the shit out of me.
yeah.
He's just hitting my face a couple of times.
Oh my
And I did
God.
some like arms in the pants. I fell on the ground. I fell on the ground, and then I was winded, right, and scared, right, and I never picked on him
Yeah.
again.
Tell him the part where mom drives up.
Oh yeah, then mom drives up.
Wait, what?
Bobby, get in the car.
Yeah,
yeah. And I'm bloody.
So my mom saved him.
Yeah, saved me. Yeah. You don't have to fucking.
Dude,
bring
I'm
that
so-
up,
I
bro.
You
didn't
didn't try to help him out, Steve?
Wait,
I
where
was
were
a
you?
kid.
No, I was a
Fucking-
kid. I mean, he was. We
Oh,
were
were
in
you
grade
embarrassed?
school.
Did you cry?
I kind of was. I kind of.
Yeah, I know, it's
You know, it's an
embarrassing.
older brother.
I know.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
But that put me in a weird situation because I was best friends with his younger brother.
I know.
So
David.
weird,
Me and
yeah.
David were. He was a kid with a
know.
Casio.
Casio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was best friends with David.
I know. I'm so sorry that
That's
happened.
cool.
You fucking deserved all
I
of
just
that.
I really
Spit
did.
in his face?
Oh yeah, I was a fucking meanie. You know?
But you know
Oh,
what?
man.
People bullied him. Who was the guy on the wrestling team that stuck your head in the toilet?
I don't want his name, but yeah.
Art Kimball.
I don't want to name his name.
said I
Here's the
don't
full name. It's his address, Steve, and
Said
his
I
social
wanted his
security.
name, and you said Art Kimball. That's fucking crazy.
Art Kimball was the heavyweight for Poway's wrestling team. He was on varsity, and he would pick on Bob. Bob was trying to make 105. He was cutting down from 120, trying to make 105, and he would stick my brother's head in the toilet
For what reason?
in the locker room.
First of all,
He
why
was
is
a
that
bully.
So funny, George.
He was just a bully.
Yeah, he was a bully.
Art Kimball.
And I took that, and then I remember another guy, Mark Golden. who
He
made-
was cool.
I know, but before,
Mark Golden.
yeah, Mark Golden. Before
He lived
I was
near
friends, I know,
Brandstetter.
but before.
Okay.
Before I was friends with Mark Golden, I became good friends with Mark Golden. But before that, I remember being in the library in middle school with Art Kimball and Mark Golden, and they go, "You're not going to survive in life." I go, "Why?"
Jesus.
Because they just learned about survival of the fittest in science
Yeah,
class.
they're
Because it's survival of the fittest, and you're weak, right? And I remember going home crying, "I'm weak. I'm going to die." You know what I mean? But they were fucking mean.
Shit, you
People
got
don't
bullied.
know this. My brother was a damn good wrestler himself.
I believe it.
Yeah, we
He had a roll. He had a signature move on bottom, and it was
Power
a
bottom.
no, it was a roll, but they called it an egg roll.
Yeah, because the way
But
I did it.
he would be on bottom, and my brother had a unique way of clamping the guy's arm,
Yeah.
and really rotating on his hip, and they
Yeah,
would and then
every single time
and
it would
he would
work.
get the reversal or an escape every
I
time.
would get.
the
Yeah, I would
points.
want.
Yeah, so-
I wanted them to be on
yeah,
top of
my
me
brother
so I could
has
do that.
skills. Yeah,
Oh, you put yourself.
he
in
was
the
good
ring.
at crab riding. Like
Yeah,
he knew
yeah,
how
Because
to.
he has short,
Yeah,
such short
yeah, his
planetary
arms and his
That's
wrist
not
control.
why, but okay.
Yeah, because sometimes short limbs are very
Yeah,
good
but you
for
don't see.
things
I don't
like
know who
that.
the fuck Hayden Panettiere is.
Well, just look her up. You have the same arms. I promise
She's
you.
a short
Yeah.
blonde girl on CW or something.
Yeah, she plays a cheerleader. And
Yeah, you're laughing, fatty.
Hey,
You're
I'm
still a
having weight.
fat
I'm
kid.
having weight problems.
You're
right
still
now.
a fat
I'm
kid.
gaining a lot of weight.
So how do you
Okay.
feel about them now? Like
He's not friends with them.
of what they told you, and then what would you say if you saw them now?
Ooh, yeah.
I would walk up to them and I would give them a hug. I don't give a fuck.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, I don't have.
yeah,
any.
that's a little bit weird when people hang on
44.
to like
I know,
resentments from like elementary school.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes my sister was bullied severely when she was younger, and when she sees the same girls now, and they're like, "Hi, Coinda, how are you?"
I mean,
she
'cause
gives
you're
them the
sisters.
side eye.
Yeah,
She really can't let go of it, and I guess I don't know what it feels like to have been bullied as bad as she did. So I'm kind of like, no, let it go. Why are you holding such grudges? You know?
I don't hold grudges. You know why though? Is because, it all that stuff motivates you to break out and do something, scary. And I really believe that everything led up to me doing stand-up and all that stuff, right? Because I was picked on, and then I was a bully, and then being a bully, getting beat up by a nerd, and then, you know what I mean? And then going through rehab. And I mean, all these little things that happened in my childhood led up to me at 23 signing up for open mic at a comedy club.
Yeah.
Right? So I wouldn't change any of it for the world. And now I'm here in LA. I have a beautiful girlfriend. My brother's fucking killing it. I don't know about you, but
Hey, what was that? Where was that place you worked at in La Jolla? The record place.
Disc Cafe.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
It was the
This-
best job.
He used to
in the
work
world.
at this music store, and me and my friends would like go visit him. And one time we did acid,
Yeah.
and I was afraid to go. They're like, "Let's go see your brother," because we are gonna trip on the beach. And you were. I never told you this.
Yeah, tell me now.
Well, I was too afraid to go in.
Oh,
because I
now
didn't
that
want
you
to
brought
see me
that
on
story up,
acid.
I want you to tell the story about when you were on acid, or no, not acid. When you were dating that American Indian girl.
Ramona.
Yes. And what did you do?
What do you mean?
Steve, what did
Okay,
you do?
you were in Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
You were seeing an American Indian girl named Ramona.
Yeah.
You went to her house at 3, 4 in the morning when you were drunk.
Didn't I already tell you guys?
I don't know about no Native American.
Okay, so this is when I was drinking a lot. So
Like your eyes.
I was, I was at the bar and drinking some beers, and it might have been a weeknight. I don't know, but I was there with some skater dudes. I don't know how good of friends. Whatever.
Yeah.
Bar closes, and I'm like, and this is Ramona had moved into out of the dorm. She had her own apartment.
Just living off campus.
Yeah, and I knew she was off university, so I'm like, dude, she like lives right there.
Yeah.
So this is around 2. I go there, unannounced, and I remember she lived on the 2nd floor. So I just I knocked.
Sound effects.
No answer. No answer.
Yeah.
I do it again. No answer.
Yeah.
But then this turns into my skateboard truck.
Oh, you do it with your skateboard
With my
truck.
skateboard
Yeah.
truck.
Okay, murderer.
I know. I know.
fuck,
I
Steve?
know. I was drunk. I was so wasted.
Yeah.
This is in my mind. Oh, booty call on and out, just craziness.
Right.
I didn't know this at the time, but Ramona she was living with her pregnant sister.
Oh my god.
And
Steve.
the pregnant sister's husband, which I didn't know, he's probably in UFC right now. He knew some shit. So I'm thinking, oh, Ramona's going to answer the door, but it was some big Japanese dude I've never seen.
Yeah.
Before you know it, he shucks me down and has me in a fucking body lock.
Yeah.
And I'm like this.
And then what did you say?
I go, this doesn't concern you, man. I was like this. This doesn't concern you, man.
What he said?
I was like, I want to talk to Ramona.
Yeah.
And I ended up going to jail.
He went to jail.
I went to jail.
Trespassing?
Yeah.
I don't know, but dude, the thing is, this is why I knew this dude had skills. Cause I wrestled for like 7 years, dude. And I was like trying to peel and wrist control.
maneuvers,
Yeah.
And the guy was such good, like, he had me in a Kimura, I don't know, reverse Kimura lock or something. So I was like this.
Yeah.
I was like, he had my wrist control.
Yeah.
So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, dude, the power wrestling, what the fuck? My power wrestling. It's
not working.
It's not
My
working.
power ain't
It wasn't
working. And so,
wasn't
we, we're doing that on the ground, and then before you know it, there's 2 or 3 cops in the apartment.
Did Ramona ever come out?
No.
Oh.
You never saw Ramona again, huh?
Nope.
Was it the right house?
Nope.
Okay.
She didn't even leave her room.
You know what leads me to this story?
What?
And I don't want to. At the time,
Watch it.
you watch.
Think about it before you.
I am gonna say it.
Think
Think
about
about
Okay,
it.
brothers, come
Think
on.
it
Okay, I'm
through.
not gonna say it.
Run
Think it through.
Run it past me first. Like,
No.
give me 3 keywords, and I say
Think-
No,
yes
I'm
or
gonna
no.
just say it.
Think it through.
'Cause I know the
I'm not gonna think
story.
it through.
Think it through.
You got me laid.
Oh, that's right. I remember that
Wait, what?
story.
Now I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
At
you
the
can tell me.
dorm, right?
I don't know. You don't go tell.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Dude, tell
I don't
the
want to be
story.
mean though. I don't mean being mean
No,
to the
but
woman.
really lay it
Yeah, but I
out.
don't
The
mean being mean to-
background.
I don't
you
want
lay
No,
it.
don't be mean.
Then
no.
you do it.
Okay,
You
so
tell the story. Yeah.
this is when Bob was performing at the Tempe Improv.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I was attending
Yeah,
AS.
but I was not headlining. I was opening for
I don't remember
Carlos
that.
Mencia.
Carlos?
Oh, he was
Okay.
opening for Carlos.
Yeah.
So I go, I'm like, cool. I'm in my dorm is literally right down the street from where he was performing.
Yeah.
Right down the street. I lived at the little dorm, I was
Mm-hmm.
seeing a girl. God, who's the girl I was seeing? Oh, Jean.
Yeah, Gene. Yeah.
Jean was like
A white
a
chick.
paler white kind of,
Yeah, yeah.
And then Jean, I don't even know her friend's name, but she was like a fat Latina woman.
Okay.
Like pretty fat.
Yeah.
Not fat.
Pretty fat.
Really fat.
Pretty fat, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Couple
acne,
hundred.
yeah,
Yeah, really bad.
And then my friend Brian from Chicago. Remember my friend
Yeah,
Brian?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'd rap together and stuff. So we went to see him, and then I go set up like maybe an after party in my dorm room or something. Oh no! Tell him we wanted to take you to lunch.
Yeah. So my
Before-
brother.
that day of.
So my brother's like, yeah, man, we're gonna go to a restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants in the whole world. Like he classed it up as if we were going to Morton's, right? And it's
Morton's Steakhouse?
Yeah, and he goes, my treat. You know what I mean? Like we're going to this classy place. Yeah. My shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna love it, dude.
Yeah.
LA style, right? And he takes me to Mongolian barbecue.
no, Mongolian walk.
Where
Like
they
in the
put
mall?
your
Where you
stuff-
go
Yeah,
in a
like-
line,
like the
you
mall.
put
Bucket?
frozen beef in a bowl,
Yeah.
right? They weigh it.
But dude, I was a college student. I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know good places.
Yeah.
I
That
thought
wasn't gourmet though.
it wasn't.
That was
gourmet.
high end to you then.
It was high end to me
yeah,
because
yeah.
I ate Wendy's every day.
Yeah. So thank you for that meal.
Okay.
And then,
Okay. I don't.
Like,
It's
but
kind
this
of a
is-
foggy
I'll
thing.
just tell you exactly what I ended up doing.
Well,
Okay.
well, I painted it a little bit. We're in the same room at night.
We're in the same room.
We're in Jean's dorm
He's
room.
with
We're in the girls' dorm room.
he's with this girl, white girl Jean,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm with the other one. Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
no
I-
condom.
No. You do it.
I did wear condom.
Because you walked up to me. I was with Jean, and you go, "Hey, dude, do you have there's condoms here?" He goes, "Hey, dude, sorry, is there condoms?"
Yeah, yeah.
So I get up. I go, "Yeah." And I go to the desk.
Yeah.
And she had them in the desk.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, and I gave you one.
And I wore it.
Yeah.
Thank
You don't remember that?
I don't remember.
Oh, I do.
But here's what I do remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
And this
dude.
is where I'm probably gonna go to hell.
He was
Right.
in and out of there so fast.
Not only that, a year later.
Well, hold up. You didn't even complete the story.
I don't want to get into the sexuality of it.
Why not?
Because I don't. If she's listening, I don't want her feelings. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah. I
right.
mean, it's not right.
And it's probably inaccurate. It's so long ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. But here's where I was the biggest asshole. A year later, I'm opening for Polly at that same room,
Yeah.
and I'm on stage, and I see
She was
the
in
fat
the
let
front row.
in the front row, and she's looking at me with these sweet eyes,
Yeah.
right?
She went to
And when
see
you
him.
where you walk off the stage,
Yeah.
right, is where you literally walk by her. So I crush. I go good night, right, and I get off stage. She grabs my arm, and I go like this. Get off me.
Bobby. Bobby.
She grabbed me like that. I go, get off me like that. And I went to the green room and I waited until everyone left the club after Polly was done, and then I went out.
Why?
Why was that your instinct?
You
Just don't touch me.
Just embarrassed?
No, I
that
killed.
You had... I know, but
I
what-
just crushed.
Get off me.
You know what I mean? In front of
Yeah,
a packed
like-
room. Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean?
God.
Oh my God.
Asshole. Asshole.
Yeah, I feel bad about that. So
asshole,
what was her? I don't
asshole.
even remember her name.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
remember. I don't
Okay,
remember
you
her
should
name.
definitely not say her name now.
I know. I don't know
hope
her
you
name.
never remember
Senorita,
her.
I'm sorry. Is that mean?
Very.
Was that mean, right?
I mean, incredibly mean.
Why?
But he just crushed.
But you're missing a major detail in the story.
Oh,
What is it,
fuck.
Steve?
I go.
Say in the mic close.
Well, he goes, I go, how was it? And then, because he was talking about down there,
Yeah.
and he goes, dude, it smelled like blood.
Oh, she was on her period.
Big deal.
She's on her period. Look at. Did you ate her?
Dude, don't look at me like that. I'm so sorry. George, we can edit that out.
No,
you want to
don't-
edit it
no,
out?
don't
I'm
have to edit
sorry.
it out, no.
Okay.
But that information,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, is, it's a little mean.
Oh.
Why? If she was on her period, what's the
Well,
big deal?
She
You know-
wasn't.
But you said something about blood. That's
She
all
know-
I remember
It smelled
about
like
blood.
hot blood. I said.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said.
hot
Yeah, you
blood.
said
Yeah, yeah.
something about blood.
It wasn't bleeding.
Yeah.
Right. It just tasted like.
Oh, so you went down on her. You're very charitable.
Yeah.
That's actually
You
pretty
know what,
nice.
dude? She wasn't that bad. No,
I have a
think about
question
it.
for
She
you
wasn't
guys.
that bad. She was pretty attractive.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You guys aren't really into eating pussy, both of you.
I'm into
Ah.
it.
Why is it?
You're not.
No, I'm not good at it. I don't think. I just go, you know.
Ooh, whoa,
was that?
what was that?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Right off the bat?
Yeah, yeah.
So fast, man.
I'm not
Pretty
good
good.
at it.
But you do it.
Because I think that the good guys know how to do the finger. They could do that, and they know the hot
Yeah.
spot.
Watch
I don't
Steve's
know.
face.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do any of that.
You don't know how to do that.
It's just you know.
Yeah,
It's a
mess.
It's a mess.
I don't mind doing it. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
It's not a lot of
She
most
doesn't
guys.
do it.
I do it.
He's okay at
Do-
it.
yeah, do you-
he doesn't do it as much because I
Do
probably
you?
don't let him.
Do you? Are you good at fucking though?
I'm pretty good.
What do you mean?
I've gotten better over the years.
You're good. You have your technique.
Well, I last longer now
Oh, you do.
because
That doesn't make you a good lover though. Lasting long.
Yeah,
if you
but
last too long,
it-
it's really annoying.
Oh, it is.
Fuck yeah! It's like get off of me already.
Really?
Yeah, like it's not.
She's like, I've been doing it 5 hours.
Trust
at a
me,
time."
even
I
if you
thought-
can stay, if you can last 7-8 minutes, that's adequate.
Really?
That's extremely adequate.
Under 10.
What do you last an
Yeah.
hour?
Yeah.
Oh God,
Oh
that's
my
just
God.
annoying.
2 hours.
Yeah, because it's just. I mean, if yes,
2 hours.
What before coming once?
Well, I wanted to go on to say that my pocket pussies over the years have desensitized my dick.
That's why.
Interesting. Strengthened. Mm.
Who gave you the first pocket pussy? I did. I'm so sorry about that. We used to go to the stores and we would stick our fingers in the new ones to see which one the softest one was. Mm-hmm. We would do the hot oil.
That shit fucked
Yeah,
up
but
my
then
life. I can't
At
even use
least
my hand
your
anymore.
pocket pussies look like pocket pussies. His look like rocket ships. They're
Or like alien, the alien
contraptions.
tentacle
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that
yeah,
like
yeah.
open like that, like
Or
the
one that has like a box. It was like this big.
Yeah, you
How
had
the
some-
I
fuck
love,
do you
you had
put that
some
no,
over
I
your
love
head?
Avatar pussy. Avatar pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom when she cleans the house, she always finds like
Oh,
new.
there was that one with the I don't
It
know where
opened
it is.
up like
no,
that.
there was one that looked like an iPod
What?
with there's buttons on it.
No.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a tanning bed. Like
No.
you
Yeah, it looks
flip
like a
it
little
over
tanning
like
bed.
this. It's like a
And you stick it in, and it goes. It makes a noise.
and you can hit different points,
points
in
on it.
Because
It's
I
ele-
tried to
Yeah,
use it
yeah.
on him.
It's
and it was
electronic?
stupid.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
electronic?
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but yeah.
Why are you so
Why are you so
excited?
Oh, I just want to take a look at it. To see what it
He
looks
wants to use it, but
No, I just want to look at it. It's
Okay, I have it
electronic?
somewhere. We'll find it.
Okay.
Yeah, you want it?
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
use
no,
it
no,
anymore.
no,
You
no.
want
I
it?
just want to look at it, see what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know what I do is I use. I mean, I haven't done it. You know what I mean? But I use that massager.
Oh yeah,
See,
we talked
that's
about
weird.
we talked about that.
We've
Yeah.
That's
talked about
pretty
this.
weird.
Why?
Because it's for your back. For your back.
That's the weird.
That's kind of weird.
That's the
man.
weird one.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, I do some weird shit too.
I know you
What's
do.
the weird? What's one of
Well,
your
I've-
weird habits?
Well, I've gone through a pocket pussy where it just started breaking down, and I cut it. I
Wait.
cut because I didn't have another one, so I cut it. So at least I had the material. So I fucked the other the other side of
The other side of the
like
pocket
this much.
pussy?
Yeah, I just put Vaseline on it, and I did that.
So you wow.
I was that hard because I can't use my hand. I'm like, I don't know
So
why.
if you were a hunter, you would use the bone. You know.
Oh,
you make
man.
necklaces. You know what I mean? Like you don't go to any waste. No waste.
No way.
No
Yeah.
way. You know what? I will admit, when I was younger and I couldn't afford a vibrator,
Yeah.
I would use weird things too.
Like what?
Like the back end, not the bristle end of the toothbrush.
You would? Mm-hmm. How did it feel?
Really good. Because I didn't have a vibrator. I was too young. I mean, not too young. I just never really had the money to buy one. So I would find weird things
know-
to use.
I've done that not with a toothbrush, but I put my PS2 controller on my ball sack when I was in high school. I used to leave my character. It was COD4, so I would leave the character getting shots. I'm like, zzz,
Yeah.
zzz, zzz. I didn't like it though.
You don't like it?
No,
You don't. You're not the type of guy that uses stuff.
no, just hand.
Just your
But
hand?
please don't introduce it to Gilbert
But no,
because
but-
it'll ruin you. It'll
Yeah,
destroy
dude, it'll
you.
destroy your
the thing is,
life.
I'm already sensitive because I have foreskin, so it's like very. I don't even have to put pressure.
Do you use lotion or Vaseline?
0
You know what gochu's like, right? It's not. It's the one with the turtle.
turtleneck.
Turtleneck.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I've seen a
Bobby,
foreskin.
pepperoni. This is a pepperoni.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I want to also talk about, and I don't know what he did wrong, but can you explain to me Ryan Lochte?
Oh, what do you mean you don't know what he did wrong?
He's
Are you
just a
crazy?
liar.
He lied about getting robbed.
Okay, but can I just say this?
Oh God, are you gonna?
I just want to say this, okay?
All right, go ahead.
I want to do the impossible task of siding with him.
Okay,
all
defend
right?
him.
I'm going to defend him. All right. So you tell me what he did wrong, and I'll tell you. I'm going to ask you what the fuck's the problem.
Okay,
Koala, go
I'll
ahead.
tell you the account of
Okay.
the story. He's out with 4 friends.
Okay.
They enter a gas station, which they start peeing on like the side of the wall.
Okay, but they are
they
in-
vandalize it. and
They're in
kicks the
Brazil.
door
They're in
down.
Brazil.
They get held. The owner's like, "Hey, are you gonna pay for that?"
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Nah, I'm not gonna pay for it." They get held at gunpoint at that point because their property is being vandalized and the guys don't want to pay.
Can I ask you a
And
question?
He then after that he fabricated the story and said, a bunch of fake police officers held us at gunpoint and robbed us, stopped our taxi and robbed us, which is like such an opposite.
Can I ask you a question? My first question to you: if you owned a liquor store in LA
Yeah.
and just a random black guy pissed on your building, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Is it the same if you saw LeBron James pissing on your building?
Oh God.
Is
Here
it?
we
No,
go.
I'm just asking a valid question.
Okay, but there's a difference. Let
Because
me just
if
say
I'm not-
right
just-
now.
no, I'm not done with my argument.
Okay.
Don't yell at me. I'm telling you the opposite point of view. Okay. For me, a random black guy's pissing on my building. Fuck. LeBron James. I'm gonna get a photo. I'll be real. It's fucking LeBron James.
Okay.
Okay.
I have an argument
Counter.
against that.
Counter.
All right, and also on top of it, I'm not done with it real quick. All right, on top of it, it's not even in America.
Why'd you shake
We're in a different third world situation.
Which makes it even worse because you're disrespecting a completely different
I
country.
don't agree with Ryan Lochte. I'm just
God,
doing
you're
the. I
disgusting.
know I'm doing the opposite point of view to see if I can defend him. I don't believe in the things I'm
You
saying
did-
right now.
I'm defending him, but
Let me
just
tell you.
defending him.
I have something to say then.
Yeah.
Ryan Lochte is a sheltered white boy swimmer. He is not LeBron James.
How many golds did he win?
Okay, let me tell you.
How many golds did he win?
I don't fucking know.
Look it up right now.
Ryan Lochte.
How many golds did
This
Ryan
is why
Lochte
this
win?
is such bullshit. This fucking world thinks that immediately just because you've won a gold medal, that equates to being a good person. Let me tell you something about swimmers. And I was a swimmer for 15 years. Swimmers are fucking sheltered kids that don't ever leave the microcosm of their swimmer friends and family. This is what their schedule looks like. You swim in the morning, you go to class, you go to the gym, swim again, go to sleep at night. They do this Monday through Saturday. They don't have a break
All right,
until Sunday.
Kalila, you
They
know
don't
what-
have friends other than other
Kalila,
swimmers.
you know what they call that? Sacrifice.
That's not sacrifice. That's not
what they call it.
There's no
sacrifice.
I'm telling you this right now, and I was a swimmer. I feel like when I was living in the Philippines, I felt like I grew a lot faster. But when I became a swimmer in the United States, my actual character growth was stunted. And in my 20s, I felt, late teens and early 20s, I felt really
I agree with
like
you. I'm
underexposed. I was really stupid because all I was surrounded with was other dumb sheltered swimmers. All I did was school and swimming. Nothing ever
How many
broke
golds
my
did you
little
win?
perfect little bubble of being a
6.
fucking athlete. I didn't experience life. I just swam, right? So to fucking to revere him and put him in this pedestal is really quite wrong just because he won a gold medal. He's a fucking
Vietnam.
dumb douchebag.
Boom,
Vietnam.
Ryan Lochte, Kalila.
Yeah.
Vietnam. They won their very first gold medal. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about
Awesome.
it.
In air pistol.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
And the country is celebrating him.
Hell yeah.
He is a god. Okay. Ryan Lochte, 6 golds.
You won 6 golds?
Ryan Lochte did.
So you.
I'm
what
just
does that
saying.
even
I'm saying that it's a liquor store or a gas station in Brazil.
Yeah.
He fucked up. He pissed
lied.
on the. He lied.
He's a liar.
He pissed on a building.
Yeah.
He torn a sign.
Fabricated
But he
some
also
shit.
won 6 gold, and that's all I'm saying.
It
that's
has
a fact. That's a
nothing to
fact.
do-
I think it does.
No, absolutely not.
Worst argument. I think it does.
That makes him
Yeah.
even a shittier person to be in the position where you know people are possibly idolizing you
Yeah.
and to go into a different country and to completely vandalize poor people's like family businesses.
Yeah, you know what's
That's
worse than what he
fucking-
did?
That's
Didn't
worse.
Didn't
He
fuck
bailed on
his
his
teammates,
friends.
right?
Yeah.
Didn't he fuck up his
And
he
then
fucking
he
went
left
on
the country.
Matt Lauer and started crying like I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like,
Cried?
dude, No,
Yeah, I saw the interview too. He
I-
lost a lot of sponsors. Like
He lost
yeah.
Speedo.
He lost Speedo. Yeah, he
Yeah.
lost Speedo.
I can't defend him. I was just trying to, and now you're thinking that I have that point. of
My
view. I
only,
don't.
the only way you could have defended him
Yeah.
is using my defense, which is, look, he really just is a dumb swimmer kid. Did you expect much more? That was the only way to defend
Yeah,
him.
he had a reality TV show on E.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, he
this
did?
guy is like
the
infamous for
fuck outta
being a
here.
fucking
He did?
douchebag. He's a fuckboy. Like, he is just on the bottom rung of the. Oh God,
But thank
I
you
don't.
for
So you-
representing
you-
our country. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So you
I
don't
mean-
you don't like this guy at all.
I
can tell.
don't, because I really I don't want to talk shit about the sport of swimming, but because I was so immersed in it, I know what these kids are like. And even Michael Phelps, I mean, I think that he's one of the greatest athletes that will ever go down in history. But
Careful.
don't fucking try to convince me that he's one of the greatest people that ever
I
lived.
know, but I'm
He's just good at swimming
I'm not
laps.
defending my Lochte, but if Michael Phelps pissed on a building, he's allowed. I don't give a fuck. He won 23 fucking gold.
Gold.
Steve, 23. People dedicate their lives
Just for one.
for not one, and they never get it.
Yeah.
The dude got 23.
Yeah.
Him and Usain Bolt can pee on any building they want.
Yeah, but
for
that's
the rest
just
of their
okay.
lives.
You're saying that. Let's say, for instance, an ICU nurse who spends 10 years of her life saving people's lives day in and day out doesn't get a pass, but someone who swims laps for a living gets a pass to fucking piss on a building? What the
I'm
fuck
just
have they
kidding.
done in
I'm
their
kidding.
lives?
I'm just trying to have fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Sorry.
doing the opposing point of view just to like get you all riled up. You don't take it personally, okay?
Oh, you mentioned Usain Bolt. Did you hear what happened to him?
I love you.
That
so
girl took pictures with him. He slept and he cheated on his girlfriend of 2 years. And the snaps like everywhere now.
I mean, is anyone surprised?
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
he also won gold.
Yeah, he also won 6 gold.
Oh,
Nine
shout out to Bubba Jenkins too.
Oh yeah, Bubba
Oh, yeah,
Jenkins.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to
Are
our
we going to
podcast.
his fight?
We
I
go to
wanted,
the
but
fight.
I didn't know that he was affiliated with this or he listens
Well,
to
he
you guys.
tweeted us and said that he invited
Yeah.
the whole TigerBelly crew to go to his fight.
And tell us how
so-
you know him.
Well, I still watch wrestling, and I went to Arizona State also, and he won a championship at ASU. He pinned David Taylor.
Boom. Dropping knowledge with Steve.
Yeah. So that's how I know him.
Yeah.
He upset David Taylor.
Who's David
Who's
Taylor?
David Taylor.
He was
I have no
he's
idea who that is.
he's one of the best wrestlers
In the country right now.
ever. Yeah. He's from Penn State. He's
On
a
a, li-
phenom kid from the East Coast of Pennsylvania. Yeah.
on a lighter note,
Mm-hmm.
have you guys seen? Well, I know you have the Malaysian diver.
No.
With
Oh,
the Splash Brothers.
No, it's
No,
worse.
it's a different
The
one.
Splash Brothers got beat.
Oh no, you
Yes.
can't beat the Splash Brothers.
Splash Brothers are pretty
We got
bad.
beat by Malaysia, and
tell
also
you
the
why.
reigning 2012 Olympic gold medal Russian diver also beat the Filipino divers.
Yeah.
Belly
In-
flop.
Belly flop. I mean,
Gold
not only a
medalist?
medal.
You seen
yeah.
it?
The
Yeah.
guy who won in London completely just
It
had
didn't look as bad as the Splash Brothers, but let me say this: the Splash Brothers also wasn't at the Olympics.
Well, obviously.
It was
yeah.
Southeast
If they
Asian.
did the Olympics that way, that would be hands down the greatest thing that's ever happened, right?
I wish it was
But
the
this
Olympics.
Malaysian diver, if you look at it at a certain angle, he needs to practice. He needs to go back and train.
You have to show me.
yeah,
after.
we'll show it to it. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
show it to you
afterwards.
after.
yeah.
After. You
You
have
gotta
to show.
check it
I need
out.
to see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I need
Wow,
to see
worse
it.
than the Splash Brothers. Jeez.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, but
I just want to hear you laugh at it anyways on this podcast, so I'm gonna find it
I find it.
because
I might not laugh though because the Splash Brothers. That's hard to beat.
there's just
Yeah, and everyone kept tweeting that to me like it happened in this Olympics. The amount of people are like, "Hey, did you see the Philippine diver?" I'm like, "That's
Yeah,
2
it's
years
like-
old."
and also if the reigning 2012 gold medalist can belly flop, now I don't feel so bad for the Filipino
Philippines, yeah.
divers in such a local event. You
There's
know?
so much pressure though. There's so
I
much
know.
pressure.
You know
Here.
about it.
I haven't seen this. All right,
When you first see it, it's not good. You got to watch the replay though.
The replay, it's his landing.
right now we're watching the Malaysian diver. Oh my!
No, but Steve,
No, but no,
just
watch. Look at the angle though,
He turtled.
Yeah, that was a turtle.
and his coaches. You'll see his coaches too.
Is he supposed to jump in an angle?
But then look at his coaches. Look at the angle. Look at the angle.
Why is he coming off the side?
What?
Oh shit.
And his coaches are so disappointed. Look at his coaches though.
Okay, now we just
pretty
watch
funny.
the
That's
coaches. The coaches basically.
It's pretty funny.
Oh
pretty
my
funny.
god.
That's pretty. That's
funny.
really
It's
bad.
pretty good,
And that's
pretty good.
Olympics.
Yeah.
That's not like.
That's
What do you
all-
say to
Oh,
them
shit,
when they get
man.
off?
Okay, you'll be the coaches. I'll be him. Sorry, coach. Is that okay though? I tried my best.
No. That was the worst thing we ever seen.
But
You no,
I tried.
no.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What happens now?
You find your own way home.
What, to Malaysia?
Oh yeah.
I don't have money, coach.
No, we leaving now, but you don't. No, fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, you live in Brazil now.
You live in Brazil.
Yeah. That was
pretty
so.
bad.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Where we
bad.
out of time?
Time for a question.
All
Let me-
right.
I want to plug things now.
Yeah, I
and
want
do
to
the
plug.
que-
I
Okay,
want
yeah.
to plug
Let's
some
plug
stuff
now,
too.
and then let's do the question.
Yeah.
You got it. What would you, Steve? Would you like to plug your?
Yeah, I wanted to. First of all, we're doing. We have our own Twitch thing going on now.
What's your handle?
My
Steve?
handle's Stevie Weeby, and I'm a part of Eric G and Deuce Lee. We'll be playing this Friday. Trials of Osiris. Bob's gonna be playing.
Bobby
Eric.
Lee Live.
Yeah, what's yours, Bob?
Bobby Lee comedy.
Bobby
Bobby
Lee
Lee
Comedy.
Live
Yeah.
is your Twitch channel.
Oh, that's Bobby.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing that this Friday. The Manchi tour is coming up. You could go to manchi.com/tour, and it has all of our dates. October 29th, Fresno. October 31st, we'll be at the San Francisco Elbow Room, and so on and so on. November 2nd, Portland, Oregon, Mississippi Studios. November 3rd, Tacoma, Washington at Real Art Tacoma. November 4th, Seattle. At Barboza, and then on the 5th of November, Vancouver at the Cobalt. November 8th, Salt Lake City at Kilby Court. We added a new one, November 10th, Denver, Colorado, Lost Lake Lounge. On November 11th, Santa Fe, New Mexico at Meow Wolf. Arizona. November 13th, Phoenix, Arizona at Last Exit Live. November 14th, San Diego at Blonde Bar, and then
Let's
we're
go
gonna
to that one.
and
We're
then
in San Diego.
Yeah.
and then we're gonna end it at Los Globos on the 16th at
I'll be there.
in LA. Oh, and we're doing more than half with a shout out to Kid Koala. Kid Koala's doing more than half of this with
Oh,
us.
nice.
Rapper,
cool.
right?
Oh no, he's a DJ.
Oh, DJ.
Yeah. What else? Oh, then just check out MonchiBandcamp.com, StevieWeebyMusic.com, and then my Instagram's Kwangoo, QUANGOU, and that's it. Did I miss something, George? I think we're good. Okay.
Should I plug your dates?
No, I don't know what they are, but
I have them.
You do?
Yeah,
Go
do
ahead.
it.
You're going to do the odd. So, the last few weeks I said that you're going to be in Calgary,
Yeah.
September 20 something, and that's actually canceled because you're doing the Oddball Fest.
Yeah.
And you're doing September 22, 23, 24, and that's in Houston, Dallas, and Austin.
So 23, 24, 20, 22, 23, 24.
Yeah.
Houston, Dallas, Austin, Oddball Fest.
Yes.
Who else is on that lineup, do you know? I think Gabriel Iglesias.
I didn't actually check
Yeah.
those particular dates.
But it should be a big thing. It's a big thing, right? You know, check it out. I don't know if I can give a fuck. But
for other tour dates, go to BobbyLeeLive.com.
yeah. All right, give me the question.
Unhelpful advice with Bobby, Kalila, and Stevie Weeby.
Dear TigerBelly, my friend greetings from London. My friend is 17, and ever since he came out of the closet, it's gone downhill. He meets weekly with random people on Grindr and takes too many drugs. He's already been addicted to coke, speed, and has tried meth. I'm stuck on what to do. I've tried getting him off, and I've tried to end this phase. I know that people can't beat addiction until they want help, but I just don't want him to end up having a really shitty life. What should I do? His name is ML.
This is you guys' department.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you just gotta.
Before I start, the meeting on Grinder weekly stuff is not a problem. He's coming out of the closet and
Yeah, that's
having
not the
sex.
problem.
Like,
the
that's
problem
not
is
the problem
the
at
drug
all.
usage and
Yeah.
what it's doing to him.
Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, there is nothing you could do. He's got to reach his own kind of realization
Yeah.
on that.
Because for years I tried to get my brother
Yeah.
sober and it never worked. And
I mean,
just
this
kinda
guy
let
was
it
in
go.
my ear for years.
So what was your realization?
I had that moment of clarity where I didn't like where my life was, and I'm like, oh, I want to get sober. I don't like doing this.
But
you
does
know?
that overpower the physical desire to use?
well,
Like that moment of clarity is stronger than the physical addiction to use?
probably not at that moment, but you have to make a decision
Yeah.
at some time in life, and if you want to make a change.
I always think what does bottom feel like? Does
Shitty, very shitty.
Yeah, it's not a good. It's a. You can see your death. Not like tomorrow, but inevitably that this is only going to end in a really horrific, bad way.
Or it's stagnation. You're just stagnated. You're just you don't
Yeah.
change. It's like Groundhog Day. You're just in this fucked up place of Groundhog Day. Nothing. You don't take any risks. You're just what the people don't realize is when they do drugs and alcohol, that's actually their solution.
Yeah. It's not the root of the problem.
It's not the root of the problem. The root of the problem is
Yeah.
up here. You know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I would just have to. I mean, there's nothing that guy could do. His friend. I mean, he probably means well and all, but
Yeah.
there's really nothing he could do right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you know,
It sucks, but
Yeah.
unless they do a family intervention or some shit, but that doesn't even work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most
Yeah.
of the time.
Like the
family.
percentage of them staying sober. You know, you've seen the show.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
also statistically, it's bad. You know, like my brother and I are very lucky because statistically, only 5% or something.
So
make it.
when your brother was still using and you were already sober, you would still buy him beer. And
Yeah,
get him
he
weed
would.
and do
I
all
remember
that?
you would buy me weed, or
No, I wouldn't buy him weed. What I would do is I would get weed. Like I would,
Yeah,
like
you would-
after shows,
he would get weed.
somebody will go, "Here's some weed," and I don't know why. I guess I enabled my brother, but this is a long time ago,
Well,
and I used to give him weed.
Because you know that he was going to use whether you gave it
Yeah,
to him.
yeah,
Yeah, whether
Like,
he
that's
gave
not
I
it
would
to
never
me or
give
not.
him like cocaine or
no, or
crack.
like I'd be at the comedy store. He's like, "Dude, you want a beer?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be like, "Yeah, I want a beer."
yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
I always feel really guilty even drinking around him, and even when we had the fights over in the weekend, I asked you like, do we bring? I've never brought alcohol in this house, like not once in my life, and that was the first time this past weekend because I'm
It was
so
fine.
I was so conscious. I'm always so conscious of just having it around him, you know.
Sweetie, I get handed cocaine.
I know,
After shows,
but that's
people
they're not
give
your
me-
partners. You
I know. It's not, dude. It's if I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing that's gonna stop me. I will get there.
Oh yeah, if I,
Yeah.
if I
So
want to,
regardless
I just
if it's
don't
in the
have
house
a
or
desire
not,
to do
I don't
that.
have a desire to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have the obsession has been removed from me at least.
Me too.
Yeah.
Once in a while, once in a blue
There-
moon,
there-
I'll think of a cold beer.
Yeah.
Well, no,
But,
or
you
like
know,
you know,
it passes.
You know,
Do you ever feel weak on the road?
There was one time in our last, I think it was when we were doing maybe the Diane, where we opened for them in Hawaii. It was the Tyler show. I forgot what show, but I was a little irritable, and then because we weren't allowed in the green room, so we had to go to this mall, and they all met at a bar, and that was the closest the last time because I was like fucking
just wanted to
pissed.
take the
Yeah, I
edge
was like,
off.
dude, like because they were drinking beers,
Yeah.
my bandmates, and it looked good at the time. I'm like, fuck, that would be great if I could drink a beer right now.
And what do you
But
do
then
in
Money
those
Mark,
situations?
Money Mark looked at me, and he was like concerned. He was like, and I realized it. I'm like, whoa, I can't be doing that.
So what do you do? Remove yourself completely from this?
Yeah, well, you know, I tried to. I was like, dude, I'm gonna go to Starbucks. You guys
Yeah.
should be here. I want to just go to Starbucks right now.
Yeah.
But I made it
when
through
I
that.
was in Virginia with Jade one night. She had smoked pot, and we were walking back, and she's just laughing. You know, she's like, "I'm gonna sleep so good tonight." You know, and
Oh.
I have a hard time unwinding. You know, I just know that if I got a buzz and I smoked some pot and did a couple of shots, that I would in a Valium that I could just pass out.
Oh yeah.
But I can't.
I
you
have
know?
a prediction about like programs like AA and things like that. Down the road, I really do think that they're not going to see pot as the same way that they see it now, which is, you know, addictive and destructive. Because in AA, you guys are still allowed to smoke cigarettes, dip, and do all these like things that are far more destructive than marijuana itself, right?
No, I disagree.
Why?
Because it's a mind altering chemical, right? And I'm not addicted to, I'm addicted to just not being here, right? Sober.
You're addicted to the liftoff.
Yeah, I want to hide from the suffering and the pain, right? And marijuana would do that
Oh yeah, for sure.
for sure.
'Cause I
For
feel like
sure.
So
I feel
it's
like sugar is far worse of a drug than
yeah, I know, but sweetie, it's not about. I understand that cigarettes are killing me slowly, and it's gonna inevitably kill me. Bad food is gonna kill me, right? But also, bad food and cigarettes doesn't prohibit me from showing up to life, right? I mean, I show up. If I did marijuana and I started drinking,
Yeah.
I wouldn't show up to anything.
I think that is your argument in the sense that if that's what marijuana does to you, if you smoke an indica and yeah, you are kind of just a fucking wallflower, but a lot of people can attest to the fact that marijuana has only increased their productivity.
Exactly.
yeah, but
you
I'm
know?
not that guy.
That's his
No, but then
experience.
you're smoking the wrong thing is what I'm saying. Like if there are different strains for different types of personalities and peoples and ailments. So, and it doesn't even have to be a high THC amount.
I almost want to smoke pot right now.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like
Don't
for
relapse.
the purpose of an art.
I mean, I'm gonna smoke pot just to
historically-
tell her. And then a year from now, she's like, he's homo sucking dick on the side of the road.
She'd
I mean,
laugh-
he
she'd
smoked
laugh her
pot-
ass
yeah,
off.
and then you guys are gonna do a search party.
Oh,
and
there'll
I'm
be a-
sucking
there'll be a
black dick
full-on
trying to get crack.
intervention.
I mean, it's gonna be awful.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, but I think that there is such a long historical stigma with weed that I think that
I am a gigantic supporter of legalized marijuana.
I am too.
believe that it
I don't
should
think it's bad.
exist freely. It's natural.
Yeah.
And I believe that when my friends smoke it. I would if I could. I know that I can't. Because I know that once I'm smoking weed, I'm going to drink a beer. And once I'm drinking a beer, I'm going to do cocaine and acid and heroin and opiates and everything. Right? So I can't do any of it.
yeah. No, I
Right?
respect that.
And and cigarettes doesn't do that. Because it doesn't get me high. You know what I mean? It's a physical addiction, right? Like if I don't smoke cigarettes, I can just feel like, oh God, I kind of want a cigarette. But I'm clear, right?
This shit's all bad too.
I know it is.
You swallow it. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Oh,
Steve,
shit.
yeah, you swallow it, dude.
God.
Yeah, he doesn't spit it out anymore.
So
It's just
kids, if
swallow.
you're at home and you're watching, don't ever start this. This is really bad. It's bad for you.
Let's
All right,
end
so
on
are
a
you
good
hungry?
note. Let's
Yeah,
end on
let's
a
go
good
get
note.
some
Yeah, can we
I
end
love
on
you
this
guys.
one?
Yeah, I love you guys
Can we end
too.
on this one Twitter question?
Yeah,
Bob
yeah.
and Kyle have answered this. If you can end of the world, or you can only live with 3 food items, what are they?
What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean?
Like you can only choose 3 foods.
If it's at the end of the world and like some like fucking
I get to choose my last meal?
no.
Oh.
You can only live with 3 types of food for the rest of your life.
Oh, 3 foods.
For the rest of your life.
And then
That's
you have
all
to
you
eat
can
it every day?
Yes.
That's it. So choose 3 carefully.
Fresh Brothers, that Supreme Pizza.
Okay.
The
The
works.
works.
The works.
The Works.
That's
Fresh
one.
Brothers, The Works.
Deep dish, regular, thin
Deep,
crust.
deep dish.
Okay.
2 more. It's supposed to be a rapid fire, but
Jajangmyeon.
No.
He hates jajangmyeon.
I hate
Oh wait, you
jajangmyeon.
don't like
I
jajangmyeon.
love
That's right.
jajangmyeon. Yeah.
You like that other stuff that you always get at the Korean market.
Oh, gochujang.
Yes, gochujang.
That wouldn't be it, though.
That wouldn't be it.
So
I would
3
have to
meals,
have a
though.
breakfast food, huh?
it's your call, man. I don't set the rules.
I'm just be safe. Denver omelet.
So a Denver
A
omelet,
Den-
Denver omelet.
the works,
Yeah.
fresh
The
brother.
The
works,
works,
Fresh Brother.
And then one more. Cobb salad.
Really?
Wow. You love Cobb salad.
Really?
Cobb salad. Well, because you'd have to have something kind of nutritious in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denver omelet, not bad.
It's really good.
What about you guys?
No, I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
Mine changes every
Yeah.
day.
Good night, everybody. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks, Steve. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at TigerBelly, on Twitter at TheTigerBelly. If you want to email us any questions, you can do that at TheTigerBelly@gmail.com. Kalila, anything?
You can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at Calamity K. That's KHALIMITYK. Also, you can send us anything, any gifts for Steve, George, Bobby, myself, Bryce, Gilbert, or anyone you want, our cats, dogs, to our
Send
P.O.
some
box.
skateboards for me.
Oh yeah, Steve loves skateboards.
So expensive. If you could afford that.
To 1626 North Wilcox Avenue, number 161, Hollywood, California, 90028.
Yep. Make sure if you haven't yet listened to our mixtape or want to share it with any of your friends, you can go on Bandcamp and find that. George, anything else to let the people know?
Nah, everything's rock and roll.
Cool. Yeah, ladies. George is single. Make it happen. We're going to videotape George getting laid. That's not real. Make sure you follow George at George_Kimmel or at Voted Best Tweets. And you can follow me at Gilbits. Good night.
Good night. See you guys next week.
kaya kapag nandito lukma Syukulok mola Sukutukan ko mo Pakaki Syukumola kau dapat kami ulubi Buruk kaya kapag nandito lukma Syukulok mola Syukuluki mo kisalaman Fit ang bukugani ay makabululi Burong kaya madungdong namin bombola Syukumuki ay ito Syukuluki mo kisalaman Fit ang bukugani ay makabululi Burong kaya madungdong namin bombola Syukumuki ay ito
It's supposed to be rapid fire, but
Jajangmyeon.
No.
He hates jajangmyeon.
I hate jajangmyeon.
Oh wait, you don't like
I
jajangmyeon.
love
That's right.
jajangmyeon. Yeah.
You like that other stuff that you always get at the Korean market.
Oh, gochujang.
Yes, gochujang.
That wouldn't be it though.
That wouldn't be it.
So
I would
3
have to
meals
have a
though.
breakfast food, huh?
it's your call, man. I don't set the rules.
I'm just play it safe. Denver omelet,
So a Denver omelet,
a Denver omelet,
the works,
Yeah.
fresh
The
brother.
The
works,
Works,
fresh brother.
and then one more. Cobb salad.
Really?
wow, you love Cobb salad.
Really?
Cobb salad. Well, because you'd have to have something kind of nutritious in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denver omelet, not bad.
It's really good.
What about you guys?
No, I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
Mine changes every
Yeah.
day.
Good night, everybody. Thank
night.
you.
Thanks, Steve. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at TigerBelly, on Twitter at TheTigerBelly. If you want to email us any questions, you can do that at thetigerbelly@gmail.com. Kalila, anything?
You can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at Calamity K. That's KHALIMITYK. Also, you can send us anything, any gifts for Steve, George, Bobby, myself, Bryce, Gilbert, or anyone you want, our cats, dogs, to our
Send
P.O.
some
box.
skateboards for me.
Oh yeah, Steve loves
So
skateboards.
expensive. If you could afford that.
To 1626 North Wilcox Avenue, number 161, Hollywood, California, 90028.
Yep. Make sure if you haven't yet listened to our mixtape or want to share it with any of your friends, you can go on Bandcamp and find that. George, anything else to let the people know?
Nah, everything's rock and roll.
Cool. Yeah, ladies. George is single. Make it happen. We're going to videotape George getting laid. That's not real. Make sure you follow George at George_Kimmel or at Voted Best Tweets. And you can follow me at Gilbits. Good night.
Good night. See you guys next week.
Sukutukan ko mo Pakaki Syukumula kau dapat kami ulubi Buruk kaya kapag nandito lukma Syukulok mola Sukutukan ko mo Pakaki Syukumula kau dapat kami ulubi Buruk kaya kapag nandito lukma Syukulok mola Syukuluki mo kisalaman Fit ang bukugani ay makabululi Burong kaya madungdong namin bombola Syukumuki ay ito Syukuluki mo kisalaman Fit ang bukugani ay makabululi Burong kaya madungdong namin bombola Syukumuki ay ito
Uh-huh.
And pepperoni. That's my meal.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you get Ritz crackers.
I get Ritz crackers.
a stick of salami or something.
No, individual pepperoni,
Oh, individual, yeah, yeah.
and then a block of
when
cheese.
you do this, a circle with your hands, I know what a pepperoni is shaped like. You know what I mean?
George.
Steve, a pepperoni is never like, you know what I mean, like this. It's always like that.
pepperoni.
Okay, good.
Teaching your brother about
So you have birch beer, pepperoni,
Yeah.
a gigantic block
And,
of cheese, and Ritz
and,
crackers in your bag,
bottled water.
and bottled water. Mm-hmm. Then you went to, go ahead.
Ooh, but then sometimes if I'm feeling in the mood,
Uh-oh.
I buy a pint of mint chip ice cream.
Interesting.
From what
Yeah.
brand? What brand?
Talenti?
Just a Kroger's.
Oh. What?
Yeah, because it's only like $1.49.
That's right.
You gotta get the Talenti.
Yeah.
So anyway, Tisso,
All right, got my groceries, and I'm on Sunset. I'm skating back towards my place, and I go, you know what? I have a couple extra bucks on me. I should, I'm kind of hungry. I was either gonna go to Subway or In-N-Out, and thank God I picked In-N-Out.
Wow.
why? So what happened?
You walk
now?
in.
So
Take it slow. Every detail.
I walk in, I order, my usual double animal style. I get my shit. It's crowded, by the way. I mean, it's unusually crowded this night. It's crowded. I don't know why. Okay? So I'm by the soda machine
To the left, yeah.
to the left.
Been there, yeah.
So I'm chilling, and then, it's the cats. I notice this very familiar face in line. And I go, where have I seen her?
It doesn't click right
Does
away.
it register that?
No, because I'm in disbelief, but then I know. Because it's almost, you're trying to process this.
Yeah.
Because you see it. I'm such a big fan of Game of Thrones, and you don't forget that, but then it's unbelievable. Like, no, it can't be. It can't be. No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, it was kind of a creeper stare. I didn't break my stare for about 5 minutes. I was like,
It was rapey? Was it rapey? No, that's not creepy.
I was
That's
like-
okay.
But for 5 minutes.
yeah, I didn't break it. I was just like, what the?
And did Sansa look back?
She was just trying to, just like looking the other way.
What was she wearing?
Oh, a Rams. They went to a Rams football game. She had a Rams jersey on. Rams
Wow.
football. It was blue and yellow.
Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah,
She's-
Los
I
Angeles.
thought- Is she not English?
She's from
She
England.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah, but-
from Northampton.
Can I ask you this? Could it have been somebody else?
No.
Yeah, now that I think about it, couldn't
Yeah,
that not
a
been-
Rams
Are you
jersey?
sure?
No.
Like she's not.
I
The
feel like
reason
I
why.
gotta
Let me
go
get
into
to the
her-
part.
St. Louis.
Let me get to the part.
I
Let
gotta
me-
get to her Instagram now and see
let
if
me
she
get
went
to the
the Rams
part.
game.
Yeah.
because because she walked towards the soda machine, and then I walked behind, like to the side, and I heard this Asian couple talking, and I noticed the vibe was everyone was staring at her.
Oh, you weren't the only one.
No. And so I overheard them, and she goes, "Oh my God, that's blah blah." You know what I mean? And then I overheard it, and then she actually walked up, and then she got a picture with
Oh,
her.
she was at the Rams game.
Holy shit, it was her.
Yes, it was her.
Yeah, it was her.
Oh my God, I
And
knew
it was
it.
August 14th.
Yes, I was there. She was at my In-N-Out Burger, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me
Now-
ask you something. If she
Oh.
walked up to you and says, "Hi, are you Steve? I'm a huge friend." Oh, just
get me.
listen.
Listen to the
Still,
scenario.
I don't
listen
like
to-
this scenario. It would never happen. But go ahead.
I'm a huge fan of Monchi. Just listen. Just follow along.
Okay.
What would you say?
I would probably just
No,
be-
just
say it.
say it the way you would say it. I'm
really?
her. I'm a huge fan of Monchi. Hammer.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. I have that album. It's really good.
Well, you want to come to our show? Have you been
No,
to
I'd
our
like
show?
to actually go to your house right now.
That was never.
No, just play it. Go.
This is a scenario,
Yes,
Steve.
Samara, go through it. Can I come to your house? What would you say?
I don't know, because this is maybe be a trick question because you know what I mean.
You set traps in your house. don't you?
Yeah. Duh.
Well, so
Wait, you go to her and say,
all right,
duh.
So duh. You say duh.
And then she
She
said-
comes into your place. Just listen. Just
Okay. I'm trying to.
All right,
I'm trying
all
to
right.
visualize it. I'm trying to get it in my head.
And the whole ride home, you're texting us, obviously.
Right.
Like I'm taking
I
Sansa
would
back.
I would text you first.
Yes, thank you,
Which
Steve.
is so offensive.
No, the reason why.
Show that tattoo. Show that tattoo.
Because
Bobby.
she's very knowledgeable about
How to do it.
social situations. and stuff.
Yeah.
You would have been like impregnate her.
Fuck her now, Steve. Fuck her now.
All right, so you're in her place, right?
Yeah.
So I like your place.
She
Right.
would never say that. But
Okay,
go ahead.
all right. You wanna fuck?
I would probably die of a heart attack.
Yeah, but what would you do?
Be honest.
You wanna fuck?
I mean, I'd already be in my naked.
From the pay per view, it's
Nate.
over 10.
Oh, for sure. I mean, talk about
To
just
Nate. Oh, just-
alone.
yeah.
Almost more than Brock.
I mean,
terms of
imagine how upsetting it is to be a guy like Anderson Silva who had defended his title so many times for so many years and probably never saw the amount of money in all of his fights combined compared to one fight that Nate,
Yeah.
you know, to amount that Nate made in one fight. You know, it's just that time now where people are starting to really rally behind the sport and they're seeing like, okay, like these fighters really
Deserve it.
deserve the
I
money,
also
you
have
know.
I have a resentment toward Dana White.
Why?
Finally, thank you for
I finally have a resentment.
What is
my
this?
resentment is this? Okay. Years ago, I was a presenter at MMA award
Oh,
show
yeah,
in Vegas.
I went with
you.
you.
Went with me, right?
You guys got the. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Tito Ortiz sat next to me.
Yeah, Tito Ortiz sat next to my brother.
I was
Yeah.
I was kind of in between his seat, like he was like right here, and I got scared.
You got
I was
scared,
like-
and I remember whispering to my brother.
I went like this. I went,
Yeah.
Like
He
that.
moved aside, and I go,
And I was
Steve, don't
like,
worry
oh,
about it. He's a good
shit.
guy. I go,
and then
he's,
my mind started spinning.
yeah, and
I
then
go,
when my
"That's
brother's in
Tito."
this situation, I always have to whisper.
Yeah.
like
Breathe, everything's fine.
I was
He's a-
scared,
he's a
man.
good guy.
Yeah,
Bob, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, I was scared.
Calm
It was
down.
Tito Ortiz,
I have
dude.
to do my thing, right? So I did it with, there was a bunch of people. Steve O was that, right? So then
Yeah.
afterwards, we were at dinner.
John Jones was there.
John Jones was there. We're at dinner, and Dana White goes to Steve O because Steve O was sitting next to me at a dinner, and he just kind of briefly says hi to me, and he's just talking to Steve. I love Jack, all that stuff, right? And then during the fight, I saw David Spade, right? I know that Jim Norton is now doing a podcast for UFC, right?
yeah, with Matt.
And
Serra.
and I'm a bigger fan than David Spade. I'm a bigger fan than probably Jim Norton. And they don't give me nothing.
Oh shit.
Shogun was there too.
What? You don't even listen to
Oh,
what?
I'm sorry.
Listen to me right now, man.
I know you
No,
said.
no, stop.
Yeah.
I'm pouring my heart out
I
to
know.
you.
I'm sorry.
No. And then you go, Shogun was
Oh,
there.
sorry.
Where was Shogun?
At the
At the
MMA
UFC thing.
awards.
Yeah. We've moved on from that.
Oh, okay.
You know what your problem is?
My
This?
mind's
no,
not-
it's not that.
I'm sorry,
Okay, no, you
man.
shut up.
Okay.
Look at me, okay? This is what's got to stop with you and I. When I'm talking to my brother, he won't be looking at me, and he'll be having a conversation
He already knows.
with an invisible entity.
Steve.
I know.
So I'll be like, "Hey, Steve, what'd you think of that movie?" And my brother will have his head turned, looking at something else, going, "Hey, man, don't do that to me, man.
I'll be
Push
like,
me, I'll push you."
I'll be like,
Yeah, and you'll have a
That's
conversation with
crazy.
somebody else.
I see you talking to yourself,
It's
but I
crazy.
don't know if you're psyching yourself up or if you're
No.
actually hearing voices.
No, he's putting himself in situations,
yeah, I come up with scenarios
in his head,
like
and
make
he
believe
relives it.
scenarios, and I live it out.
Unfortunately,
But
it's
I don't
during
re-
when I'm talking
Every time.
every time.
And I
So
don't-
it's like he's not listening. He just did it too.
Yeah.
Shogun was there. Yeah, but I was just talking anyway. It's fine,
I'm sorry,
and
man.
it's okay. You're never gonna.
I'm listening.
Can I get an example of one of these scenarios? Like,
I don't know. I can't think of it off the top.
He puts himself like I know. I remember when we were in the car
Go
when
ahead.
we were talking about what we would say to like people if like you know how like we say what would you have said to that guy if he did this to you,
yeah.
Right.
and so you would put yourself in a rage.
Yeah,
You would come up with
Yeah.
5 different things you would say to
I'd
him.
play it out in my head.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't realize people were watching.
Yeah.
I
Oh
wouldn't
yeah, I
realize
gave you
people
that
were watching
Nashville
me.
story where I was
Yeah.
at the barbecue place, right?
Oh,
And a white man came up from behind. He put his arm around me and he said, "Son, pull up your pants."
Yeah.
And I acted like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Right?
and then I would be like, no, mind your business, or like,
Yeah, but see,
Mind
I
your
tell my
business.
brother a story like that,
Yeah,
and then
and I'd be like-
he'll react. He'll like do a
Yeah.
scenario in his head, but he lives it through his mouth and his body. So you're watching him do it.
yeah.
Whoa, man.
I know.
It's
it probably,
crazy.
it probably looks crazy, like when I do it.
Yeah. It is crazy. yeah.
And then it's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
So who did you see at In and Out?
Oh,
I want to
Tell
talk
us.
about
I
that.
Talk
saw
about that.
Sophie Turner,
Who is she?
Sansa Stark.
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
At In and Out.
Can I tell you the story?
Yeah.
yes.
Tell it to the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, talk
So,
to the mic.
I did my nightly grocery shopping.
Where do you go for that?
Well, if it's too late for Trader Joe's, I go to Ralph's on Sunset.
The rock and roll?
The rock and roll.
The
Ralph's.
rock and roll Ralph's.
Okay.
I had my backpack on me
Yeah.
and got my little groceries. I got some new. I discovered a new soda called Birch Beer. It's delicious. It's
Is it
like
a ginger beer?
yeah, but it tastes in between a ginger beer and root beer. Birch beer.
You love it.
I love it. It's
Okay.
delicious. So I got some of that. I'm like, I'm on.
What else do you get? What else do you get? I want to know what your spot shopping's like.
Okay, you for real?
Yeah.
For a week.
Yeah,
in a
for
week.
real.
In a week.
No, just
Okay.
at Ralph's. What'd you get that night?
Well, I buy a thing of cheese, cheddar cheese, a block of cheese,
Okay.
and Ritz crackers.
Team McGregor.
Oh, here we go.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
I'm
Steve,
sorry for
but-
your loss.
He's a fan of both.
But
though.
your boy Nate Diaz lost.
It was a decision.
and it was an incredible fight.
Incredible.
Oh my god.
Okay, can I throw my 2 cents in?
Go ahead.
Yes.
I feel like Diaz could have knocked him out in the third.
Yeah.
There was 20
If they-
more seconds left.
If they had a couple more seconds left, because Connor looked gassed.
You look gassed.
Nothing in the
did.
tank. And he won, no excuses, but he did at times kind of stalled a little bit, turned his shoulder and walked away, doing weird stuff.
But that's also
Now,
a
in
strategy.
Pride, they would have yellow carded him in Pride. 'Cause
Pride is explain to people what Pride,
Pride
is.
was a different fighting organization in Japan. And, Sakuraba, that's
Yeah.
how I discovered Sakuraba
90s, yeah.
and Igor Vovchanchyn and all my favorites.
You know Igor? Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I know about Igor, yeah.
Yeah, we.
And,
excuse me.
No, we used to buy him.
Yeah, it's not as if you're the one that educated me on MMA.
I've never educated you.
All right, or you. My brother and I.
saying
have
Where's
been-
this rage coming from?
Fuck you. My brother and I have been affluent, all right, and
I love
educated about
Pride.
that world long before you even got into it, my friend.
Oh, is that why you said all of 2 words when you did the fight companion?
Now here we go.
She's referring to the Joe Rogan fight companion.
Yeah. First
You
of all,
might
I
have
was
known a
intimate-
lot about the early years, but let me tell you, you've only recently started to educate yourself in the last 3 months. And that's because you felt the need to catch up with the rest of the world, including me.
Okay,
Let's be honest, Bobby.
let's be honest. But
The
anyway,
last 4 years, you've fallen off completely.
But he's caught up now.
He's caught up very well now,
Right,
yeah.
He knows a lot.
I know a lot now. Okay.
Ooh, shout out to Eric Koch, the Phoenix Koch. He plays Destiny with us, so shout out to him.
Which I just learned, which is crazy. He's a
Eric
good fighter.
Clark is an MMA fighter.
Eric
He's in
Koch.
the UFC.
Yeah, he's from lives in Wisconsin. 155
And
pounder.
he plays with us, me, Eric Griffin, my brother, and Frank and Craig on, Crucible on Destiny, and he's extremely good.
Very skilled.
I don't like
very
his
skilled.
tone with me.
How does
But-
he
What does
talk to you?
Eric Koch say to you?
No, it's not that. It's just his tone is sometimes like, I'll crush your skull in. And last night I told him that I was not afraid of him.
I know, and
You
I was
said
like,
that to him.
"Whoa!" Yeah, Bobby stood up to him. I
Yeah,
go,
I'm
"You don't
not physically afraid of you. You can kill me all you want, but talk to me like I'm a fucking man.
All
right.
He KO'd his
'Cause-
last guy he fought.
I know, but there's. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah,
One punch.
I
Dude,
know,
he's a
yeah.
monster. He's a beast.
Now
he's
I
a
regret,
monster.
Now I regret what I said.
Dude,
So I
if
want
you
to shout
saw
out to
him,
Eric.
you would keep
Eric
your mouth
Koch.
shut.
I apologize for last night.
You would keep your mouth shut.
All
if you
right,
saw
we're all
him.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Dog. All right. Is he white?
Yeah,
white.
he's a white
Yeah,
guy.
You can never tell. Because Eric Griffin sounds like a white guy, but he's not.
Yeah.
Eric does not.
He's a fat, ugly black guy. And then also, so Connor, congratulations.
Yeah, good
and I don't
fight,
think they
good
should have a
fight.
third fight. I mean, they did it. It's fine.
I'm kind of confused about people thinking or saying that Nate won that fight. Extremely confused.
I'm not saying that.
No, not
No,
you, but
no.
there are people who, I mean, even some experts just basically just looking at the metrics, just looking at the numbers. It's like you can never just judge a fight based on the metrics because you have a guy like Connor who probably didn't throw as much, but he had more
Significant.
power and precision and he knocked him down 3 times, and the metrics don't account for that. The metrics strictly account for punches thrown, punches landed, significant strikes. They don't account for the actual power behind those strikes,
Why do you guys like Connor so much?
I like Diaz too.
Because
But
he essentially he's allowed Nate to receive the money that Nate has deserved for
Yep.
the last decade. Nate has always deserved that much money, but it took a guy like Conor McGregor, unfortunately, to really kind of be this lovable or villainous guy, depending on whether or not you hate or love him, to really catapult the sport to where it is today in such a marketable way.
You know what? I grew to kind of like Connor more than I did because he's got so much respect for fighters.
Yeah.
Like he gave Nate his
I
respect.
hated him. I
do you
used to
mean?
call him a leprechaun, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
used to
No,
call him
but he's a
drunk,
respectable
what I mean,
dude,
being a
man.
fucking,
Yeah.
And he trained
stereotypical.
hard. He got spent
But what
6
what
figures.
did it for me was when he fought Jose Aldo, knocked him out, and he was so gracious at the end. He gave him respect.
great champion.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jose Aldo, not so much. And then when Conor McGregor lost to Nate Diaz,
Oh, yeah.
he lost like a man. He did the fucking interview at the end. Then he did a post conference.
said he
When
was-
Ronda Rousey lost, what'd she do? She
Bye.
bailed.
Bye.
Well, he said he was inefficient with his energy,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah, but
broke it
Conor is a
Thoughtful.
thoughtful, intelligent,
yeah.
good guy. He's a good guy. He's just trying to sell a fight. I believe now that without Conor, the UFC wouldn't be as exciting.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't have sold to WME.
But you do like Nate too, though, right?
Yeah, of course. The
Yeah.
I
Diaz
love
brothers.
Nate. I love the Diaz
Yeah.
brothers. There aren't any two brothers more exciting to watch. I can't wait till Nick, is able to fight again.
I'm happy Nate got paid.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
million, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
Nope. He got
way
more than that. We
that.
think.
Apparently,
Two, one.
Fantasy. Life is an illusion. It's how you perceive it. Wake up, open your eyes, and believe. Every day, every podcast we do, every day I'm going to create a passage like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Right.
you created that. That sounded exactly like an Eckhart Tolle.
That's my mantra.
It's an original.
I just made it up. I'm going to say it again. Fantasy.
That's not an English accent.
It's not.
What-
It's Steve.
what kind of
And
accent
Steve,
is
it's
it?
not supposed to be an English
Okay.
accent. Okay. It's supposed to be a different accent from a different land.
Oh.
In a different time period and a different dimension. Okay.
Oh, my.
Fantasy. Would you guys?
Okay, we're listening.
You guys are assholes.
Oh. Do it.
I'm being serious.
Wait.
Okay, come on.
You read it. You read it the way I just said it. You read it the way I just said it.
Fantasy.
Yes.
Life is an illusion.
Yes.
It's how you perceive. Wake up, open your eyes, and believe.
Yes. Welcome to another. Welcome to another episode of TigerBelly. I'm Bobby, and we got Kalila, we got Gilbert, and we got George Pink, and then we got Bryce, his cousin, brother, whatever,
Nephew.
You know what I mean, nephew, and we got my little brother Stevie Weeby in the house.
Stevie Weeby.
So welcome to another episode of
Yeah.
TigerBelly. Listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. I'm going through something. I'm going through a lot of rage in my life because today I was at the Gelson's and I put my dog into a little cart. What do you call it?
Shopping cart.
Shopping cart. Is that what you call it? I put it in the shopping cart and I'm walking through Gelson's and there's a new manager there. Some white guy, thick. He's like a muscle. You know how white
Beefy.
dudes are kind of fat, but they're also buff.
Husky.
Husky.
Yeah.
Husky. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. He says, "Excuse me, sir. The dog cannot be in the cart." So I picked up the dog. I was going to carry him. It's got to be on a dog and a leash. And then you know what I said under me? Like, fucking cocksucker, motherfucker. Like I said it. You know what I mean? And he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't make up the rules." I go, and then you know what I did? I went to every employee because I've been going to that Gelson's for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And going, "Who's that guy?" And they're like, "Oh, he's our new manager." I go, "He's a cocksucker." But I did.
Wait, you said?
Yeah, and I would go to every single. And then there's the other manager, the Mexican guy that's training him. I walked to him and go, "I've been coming here for 10 years. That guy's a cocksucker." He's like, "I don't know what you're saying." I go, "Yeah, he is." And then I went in my car and I felt guilty that I did all that for no reason. Why? Because he was just following the rules.
Rules are rules.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not above the law.
Yeah, I am. I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm above. What? No, that's Steven Seagal. Above the law.
Above the
Steven Seagal. Above the law. And what was the other thing? I got raged for. There was another incident.
Was it
but
Destiny related?
Yeah.
why?
The lag switching and.
No, Steve. My brother. No. What are you talking about?
Well,
First of all,
every time we play, because Iron Banner's going on and Trials of Osiris, there's always one person, that they're red barring.
What does that mean?
That
They're
means
dying?
their
Bad
internet,
latency,
their internet connections
Drop.
bad,
Oh, okay.
and then it'll go green, red, and then I already talked about it.
So they
Yeah.
disappear and they appear.
Yeah.
And my brother and his neighbor Craig the nerd.
No,
and
Craig's a
Frank,
good guy, dude.
you
Shout
guys-
out to
you
Craig.
guys. No.
He's a good dude.
I like Craig.
Yeah, we love
He's
Craig.
sweet.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
You're really mean to Craig. You need
I
to
love
fucking
Craig, but
pipe
excuse
down
me.
with Craig. I hear him.
Frank and Craig on my fire team, they'll contact Bungie and do
Yeah, you
a-
could report players.
report them.
Gil, you could report players.
You know what I mean?
Really?
And like,
Yeah.
how much of a nerd do you
You
need
could go to
be
their gamer
just
tag
to go
and
and narc
and then click on it
on some
and
other
then
guy,
you could
that's some
report
kid that you're
them
playing against?
to Bungie.
What?
You guys are literally talking simultaneously.
Tell me what you said.
Well, I said you could click on their gamer tag and then you could report them to Bungie.
And does that make you feel good?
I don't really do it that much. I did it last night though,
What did you say?
What'd you say?
because we're playing. Remember Iron Banner, and this fucker was cheating. He's a cheater.
How do you know that though?
What if they
No.
have bad internet? No.
No, that's understandable. But when they're going from green to red, green, you know what I mean? That's some fishy.
See, what
shit.
happens is you're shooting
Yeah.
at a guy, then he disappears,
Shooting.
and then he's in back of
Reappears,
you,
yeah.
and and that's the problem, and that's not fair. But what I do in my heart, I go, you know what? It's just a game. Let's just move on. I'm not gonna narc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm good in a mafia. You wouldn't be good in a mafia.
What do you mean?
You would
You'd
narc.
snitch.
You would snitch.
I don't do that.
You
Nah.
did last night.
You know what? Steve is less likely to snitch than
Yeah,
you. You have
yeah.
the biggest mouth.
You know who does it more is Craig and Frank.
What?
They do it the most.
What snitch?
Well, report players.
That's what I'm saying. So fuck Craig.
No,
I mean, I'm sorry.
come on.
I know.
Craig's a good
He's
guy.
a good guy. He's a very good guy.
He's good. He's Team McGregor.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of
I would be like,
and no condom, you would just fuck her?
Oh, cream pie all the way.
Cream pie?
I mean, come on. Man.
No, would you?
Oh yeah.
And then what? And then a couple of months later, I'm having the baby.
I would move to. I'd have a ticket to Northampton.
Wow. What a father.
I mean,
Is that where she
What
lives?
a
I'd be-
You're
I love how we
you're a
use
good dad.
Northampton.
or whatever.
If you're
she's
listening, what's her name?
Sophie Turner.
Sophie
Sophie
Turner,
Turner.
my brother.
Yeah.
The best.
Good genetics.
Great
From.
genetics.
I mean,
You'll have a
stunning.
baby that talks to itself. you know what I mean? The
She
scenarios.
She
in
can
his-
offset your height too, because she's really tall.
She was
She's
extremely
5'10",
tall.
I think.
Dude, she was super tall.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
was
amazing.
seriously what crossed my mind at In and Out?
What?
Oh, did you already have your tattoo then?
Yeah.
Should have
You
shown her.
should have shown her.
on, man.
I mean, a little creepy.
No, that's weird.
Really?
Yeah, I think
If I'm just
Because
saying,
that's
if I'm
that's a
at
stark tattoo.
if I'm at McDonald's,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
creep
and somebody
mode.
pulls up a Mad TV fucking,
That's
I'd be like, can you leave? That's
Yeah.
really weird.
Bye.
Yeah, it's only a TV show.
So let me ask you guys something. Should I have tried to get a picture with her?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
I want to
No.
go Gail and then Kalai and Bob.
We
ahead.
said
you.
no already.
I say yes.
I didn't do it, but maybe that was 50-50.
I think because she's such a huge star,
Huge.
she probably
The
doesn't
biggest.
get much.
You don't get
you
bigger
know,
than that.
She probably. My thing is, I always imagine that she doesn't get a lot of just like normalcy when she goes out.
Yeah.
People are probably always just looking at her this way, and I put myself in her shoes because I'm such an anxious person. If I were her, that would make me feel. You know, I am sure she's fine with it, and I'm sure she's gracious. But I never like to bother people, like ever, 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 ever.
She left with a milkshake. That's my last memory.
What? Do you know what,
What
kind?
flavor?
What flavor?
No, but I just remember because I was half and half. I was like, should I eat it here or should I go home? And I chose to just eat there so I could just
Watch her.
creep out on
Amazing,
it.
amazing.
So I was eating my burger and then once in a while I'd be like,
Amazing.
and then,
You did that?
yeah, the whole time. I was
Yeah. Oh my god. What if she was looking up at you, but you guys kept missing each other? Like a
rom-com?
Yeah, yeah. So you kept
That was
staring at me. I kept
was
looking
not
at you.
happening.
It
could've.
different timing.
like, that was not happening.
Yeah.
That guy from Monchi.
Yeah.
Monchi Hammer.
Oh
Monchi
my
Hammer.
god, she hasn't heard of our little underground band.
But
I don't know,
imagine.
you never know. Because I'm going to tell you this right now.
She, come on,
I
what
was
are
in-
the odds of that? Come on,
I was
man.
in
We have a-
Arlington,
yeah.
Virginia, 2 weeks ago. Last week, I was in Philadelphia. The same thing happened. You know what happened?
What?
Well,
I'll tell you what happened. I had some Asian kid, both shows, two different Asian guys, come up to me and go, "Hey, can I get a photo with you? Because I have Stevie Weebies, and it's like a bucket list situation." So I go, "All right." And so they now, my brother's people know him, and they want photos just in different, that they know they have a photo with the brothers.
Well,
And when that happens, it made me very happy.
oh.
Yeah.
because we hit Philly too on our East Coast
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, Philly and then DC, right? DC and Philly.
And I want to say this too is that thank God that I met
Dave.
David.
Yeah, he's a bless. I mean,
because David Cho,
he's a real.
the
good
reason
dude.
why,
real good dude.
I think I'm having a podcast now,
Oh,
right?
right.
Because Kalila and I were guests on it, and since he was stopped doing it, we're like, we should do our own.
Right.
Not only that, you got a job,
Yeah.
right?
And then Monchi.
So we really have to thank
Thank
David
Dave.
Cho. I mean, he really, really helped us.
Oh, for
You
sure.
know, and then Asa did our podcast a couple
Yeah.
times. You know what I mean? She,
yeah, for sure.
So it's like I'm
there's
really
no doubt about
grateful
it.
for.
I'm very grateful for Dave and his family.
His family, yeah,
He's the best.
So aren't you?
That's why he was here at the fight. And
He was just here.
He was
2
here at
days
the
ago,
fight.
of course.
Yeah.
We
I
had
love
30 people
Dave.
in my house. I would
Yeah, yeah.
What if you had walked into that? Would have been too many people for you in your house? Is that the most people that have been in this house?
I think
Probably,
so.
yeah. It wouldn't. That wouldn't have happened if I was here.
Yeah. Dude, you got emotional. I don't see you get
When
like
was
that.
I emotional?
You're like the way your adrenaline was going.
That's her
Oh, for
every
Connor.
fight.
That's me every fight,
Steve.
Steve.
But it's this one in particular. You're like really amped for it.
Nah, and this wasn't as bad as
The Pacquiao one?
Oh my God!
Oh,
remember that?
Oh yeah.
She went out of her fucking
Yeah.
mind.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I almost broke up with her. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
You lost your mind.
I gotta
this
leave
is
her.
weird.
What's wrong
It's animal. I don't know why it's the only sport that incites that type of emotion out of me.
Yeah, you
I
love
don't-
fighting.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you don't. It's not like soccer or football or any other sport where you have 90 minutes, like in soccer, to figure your shit out.
Right.
Your night can be over in 13 seconds or less with MMA. So it's like as soon as that bell rings, it's like my whole body is just on
Yeah.
guard.
Tense.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
There's no comeback from